thank you for joining us on this absolutely stunning morning here in Otatahi, Christchurch, New Zealand. Remember, folks, this slopestyle action is coming to you 100% completely free. So make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep bringing you more and more amazing free mountain bike content. We have an insane rider list for us today. But to kick it off, we have to talk about Caden Ingersoll. What do we know about this guy, Jed?
I was lucky enough to have a yarn with Caden yesterday, and he told me he grew up in the Boston area, down the road from Nikoli Regatkin. So if you're going to be rubbing shoulders with the best, you're going to become the best, and that shows on this helmet. He's got a new deal.
Yeah, he's been insane. If you haven't checked out his Instagram page, just mind-blowing stuff in trains with Nikolai, throwing down some of the most insane tricks. He was the 2024 Red Bull Rookie of the Year last year, so that means we're going to see him on all the World Tour stops this year, starting off in Rotorua with the Maxxis Slopestyle in memory of Magaza. We also have another incredible 2024 Rookie of the Year in Patricia Drouin.
Yeah, I was checking out her Instagram page before, and I noticed that she rides a lot in the La Palma bike park in Barcelona. And if you're riding there, you're going to be awesome also, because that place is surrounded by incredible athletes.
Yeah, it's one of those places where the culture just breeds more and more talent. So speaking of talent, let's head up to the top with Caden and Toby, and they're going to give us a course preview of what's in store for today.
Yo, so there's our first drop, and then we come into the first Buddha, which is pretty entry in most jumps, but this is where it's going to be one, I believe, on the hip. And then we come into this step down, absolutely gnarly, dropping out the sky, into a beautiful big old berm, into another big Buddha, where guys are going to be sending their big tricks, into the opposite way hip, showing you ambidexterity.
Ambidexterity.
Ambidexterity, and then a nice step down, which if you can put tricks on that step down, you're going to kill it into that last Buddha, which, yeah, it's the money Buddha at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really cool track because it does some S's down the hill. You're going to see riders needing to do tricks both directions, sprinkled in with some, like you said, money Buddha, wood ramps in the middle, where we're going to be looking to see some of the really big tricks. So we're going to take a look at a run from Jaden, and we're just going to talk you through each feature here. So Jaden's just doing a bit of a warm-up, a little bit of a practice.
Most of these guys have drops in their backyard, so the drop's kind of normal, but then we're into the Buddha, which, you know, everyone's got Buddhas, and then now into this big old step down. That step down, honestly, that's scary, but these guys do it for breakfast. It's actually literally breakfast. Into another Buddha, into the opposite way hip, and I feel if anyone can get tricks on that, they're going to kill it. And then, boom, money Buddha. No, we just went over this, but it's good for you guys to know exactly what this course entails.
Yes, an amazing course. And so officially, welcome everyone to our Crankworx Summer Series, first stop of the Crankworx season. We're here at Christchurch Adventure Park, and it's just been the most insane weekend so far, 4 days of action. And how's your experience been since you've been here in Christchurch, Jed?
I always had the best time in Christchurch. I love this place. It's got amazing people. And yeah, I'm really excited to see this event because there's a bunch of Kiwis. It's like their chance to shine, you know? It's there's a pathway being created for mountain biking via Crankworx Summer Series, and it's their chance to make the elite ranks and join the Rotorua round.
And the last thing with that is, this is the first ever gold level in the Gold Cup Slopestyle that's come to New Zealand. So like you said, that pathway is just so important.
Yeah.
And it gives these riders a chance to rub shoulders with the best of the best and see where they're at. See where they're at in the world ranks.
Yes, and regardless of how they do and where they come, I think it's going to be definitely motivating for them and inspiring for them to keep working harder and, you know, build the ranks, get more tricks, and build the consistency in their riding. So I'm super excited for these Kiwi kids to get the chance.
Awesome. So we're going to get things underway.
First runs, yeah. Tell you what,
best thing we grow in Ōtautahi Christchurch? Time and space to play, so you can spend more time doing the things you love and connecting with the things that matter in a city that believes in balance. Grow with us.
All right, so let's take a quick look at the start list for our women's slopestyle today. We have Mia Moore, who unfortunately isn't going to be dropping. Just something happened in practice. Following her, Patricia Drouin, who we've seen on the World Tour. Shaylin Reno, one of our most consistent athletes last year on the Crankworx World Tour, and Canadian Natasha Miller. What an epic show we have in store.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Shaylin because consistency is key in these events. She landed everything last year. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with today.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna head up to the top here and see who we've got in the gate ready to rock.
So is Patricia dropping first?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm super excited to see her. I was checking out her Instagram and she's definitely got stunts to shine.
Yeah, she's sort of the master of the combo. Like, we haven't seen over the years too many women throwing down these huge combo tricks, but she's been really pioneering that for the women's slopestyle riders, doing flip combinations, bar-to-bar backs, all these different insane combinations. So hopefully that's what we get to see from her today. And you can see these riders just taking a look.
Oh, there's the buzzed man himself.
And one of the stories of the week has been, it's been hectic windy. You probably heard from us on the downhill that the headwind was a big factor in some of the times on that lower section of the Redemption downhill track. That, of course, is going to be probably even more of a factor when it comes to slopestyle. So you can see the cameras checking out the windsocks, and that's what the rider's going to be looking at. So you've done, you know, Jed, you're one of the pioneers of freeride BMX here in New Zealand. Sorry. How does wind affect you when you're thinking about a run?
Definitely affects you because it's at the inertia of the wheels. You got the wheels spinning, so then you start spinning in the air, and then it affects your gyration and how you spin. But I like to say at home when we're riding, you just got to drop in the wind because you never know what conditions are going to, provide you with on the day. So you've got to be prepared, and I think some of these Kiwi guys will be prepared because they're used to dropping in the wind. But right now, it's actually perfectly calm. Ōtautahi Christchurch has blessed us with an amazing morning here, so super excited, and I don't think the wind's going to be a factor today. I think these guys are going to kill it. They didn't get much practice yesterday, but you know what? These guys are pros. They ride every day.
And do you think that will impact their sort of strategy as they come down the track? You know, if they didn't get as much practice, is there maybe going to be some safety runs, or do you think they're just going to throw down?
Well, today it's a straight final, so everyone's through to the final. There's 2 runs, your best run counts. So personally, I'd just be throwing hammers out the bat. Like, I get you want to get a safety run down, but I don't know if there's going to be a chance to get a safety run down. I just think go ham, land it, because you don't know what the conditions are going to do. If the wind picks up, competition's over.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave knowing you had a bit more in the tank, right? So you want to make sure that you've left it all out there, you've put your best run down, and that's your best score.
One of our favorite sayings in BMX is all or nothing. Let's send it. So I'd say these guys kind of have the same kind of mentality, and yeah, super excited to see what these guys throw down.
And you can see some of those crowd shots in front of us and behind us. The crowd is filling in. It's just so amazing to see. Just a big shout out to the New Zealand government for getting behind these types of events, supporting this first ever gold level event coming to Christchurch, New Zealand.
And it's incredible for the Christchurch Adventure Park and its local young kids, or even the older kids, but having a place to ride all the time. And you know, the facilitation that Christchurch is facilitating on these younger riders is incredible, and I think we're going to see a lot of epic talent coming out of this place.
And can you tell us a little bit more, Jed, just about the format? So for those just joining us, are new to slopestyle, how does it work? What's the structure for the athletes today?
So yeah, I mentioned it subtly before, but it is 2 runs, your best run count, which is actually a really neat structure. And
sorry to interrupt. Here we go. Patricia Drouin is dropping in for her first run.
Bar spin off the drop. That's a big drop to be bar spinning. Beautiful tuck no-hander, landing perfect in that transition. over the right hip, just a nice straight air. It seems that was her opposite hip. Oh, double bar spin down that step down, catching it perfectly. Around that corner, lovely. Over that third Buddha, onto the left hip. Bit of a inward table. Yep, nice skim over that last. Suicide.
Oh, to bar at the end.
I didn't see the bar spin coming.
That
Wow.
was insane. This is what we love to see from Patricia. You know, we just thought she was holding out that Steve suicide no-hander, and then boom, chucks up bar spin at the end, and that's what we were talking about with the combos.
Nice bar spin.
The other thing I love to see was this first trick jump. Just check out the extension on this tuck no-hander.
You know, if you're playing PlayStation and you hold the tricks down, your points start racking up. So she's doing a good job of racking up those points right now.
100%. And you mentioned this step down is going to be a bit of a critical feature. You said it might be where it's won and lost today. Why is that?
Because it's scary dropping out of the sky. It's one thing. It's one thing doing a booter to a step-up landing, but when the landing drops away from you, there's a lot more airtime going on. So, yeah.
And it's a bit blind, right? So when we talk about a step down, that means the lip of the takeoff is quite a lot higher than the landing. So you're stepping down to the landing, which just adds that difficulty factor. So if riders are able to throw a big trick or more tricks on that step down, it's going to make all the difference for that score, and that's what the judges are going to be looking at.
Absolutely. Oh, nice run on the bag, Patricia. Yeah, Patty. Her nickname must be Patty.
Yeah, Patty, the nickname on the back of the helmet.
Look at that beautiful shot of the course. I think it's about a 100-odd meter elevation top to bottom. And as you guys know, we're all gravity fed. We don't normally, well, BMX world, we don't normally like pedaling too much. So it's all about the roll-ins and how much speed you can get down the hill. And you're gathering a lot of speed down this hill. So yeah, it's a beautiful course. The trail builders did an amazing job. And I hear this course is staying here for the locals. So it's going to definitely build some epic talent.
What a huge legacy. So we're going to drop back into the bottom here and get some scores for Patricia Drouin on her first run.
I think one of the most difficult jobs of this day would be up in that judging booth. So hats off to those guys. It's going to be quite the attentive day for them.
And here it is, 84 points.
That's a good way to start, up in the 80s.
She's going to feel super stoked with that, I think.
Yeah, totally. Nice little smirk says it all.
Yeah, no, she's looking super happy and super comfortable. You know, we saw her maybe pull the bars in for a tuck on that second to last trick booter, so we know she's got a bit more in the tank, but now it's all about Shaylin Reno dropping in here.
X up, beautiful. What do we got? Okay, so there's a 1 foot table. It's her way over the hip. Nice air. What have we got down the step down? Oh, beautiful air. A little bit of a hang up, but that's all right. Hold her speed, hold your speed. Yeah. And the reason they're coming a bit short on that is actually because the headwind is coming straight towards that jump, so it's making it a little bit more difficult for them to clear. Into this last,
Just looking nice and strong into the finish.
She made it down the hill. She's got a run in the bag, so next time she drops in, she's going to be able to throw hammers, knowing that she's got scores on the board.
Yeah, for sure. And looking at this replay here, you can see big 1 foot table on that first trick jump.
Bit of an old school table too, like turning the bars in.
Yeah, pull me back to my old Canadian freeride mountain bike days, if I'm honest.
Nice. And see, that step down's no joke. She was kind of just scrubbing that a bit. It's quite intimidating. Like you say, Reese, you can't see the landing, so you're kind of just pointing, shooting, and kind of just going off, your practice. And there wasn't much practice going down over the last few days because of the hectic winds. So hence we're through to a straight final today.
And one of the things that's hard to see from a camera is how technical the course is. Being able to pull up and carry speed through those multi-direction hips. You have to land perfect on those landings to have enough speed, for example, for that step down. And if you don't carry your speed or you tag it just a little bit, that's gonna maybe mess up the rhythm for the whole run. So riders are also planning their runs based on that. So if you see some riders doing maybe more conservative tricks on certain jumps, that might be why.
Yeah, and a lot of the time you just got to go with the flow. That's what freestyle's all about. 65, 6.6. Yes, well, she didn't quite get a few tricks on a few of the jumps, so I'm kind of, if she can step up and get a couple tricks on those other jumps, she'll pump her score up there. But stoked she's safe, stoked she's happy, and stoked she made it to the bottom.
Absolutely, and we're going to work our way back up to the top for our third female rider, Natasha Miller, making her way all the way here from Canada. We saw some incredible runs from Natasha, and here she is. T-ball to kick things off.
Nice big tuck. Saw a tuck over that before from Patricia. Nice air over the right hip.
Huge Suey on the step down.
Suey. Oh, passing back. And actually the wind's dropped a bit, so she got lucky on that jump.
And that was huge. That's the first trick we've seen on one of the hips from the women here.
Oh!
I got the glare a little bit. Was that bar spin to 1 foot can on the last jump?
I didn't quite get to see it, but there's a whole bunch of bar spins in that run, which is awesome. She's definitely showing she's very strong at throwing the bars.
And that was huge. I think big tricks on all the main jumps. You can see she also had tricks on the drops, on the hips, which is going to make a big difference to that score. Huge extension on that tuck no-hander.
I have a feeling this score is going to score a little higher than Patricia's because she was able to trick that hip at the bottom. Skate park style hip too, so it's not natural in the mountain bike world to have jumps like that.
And what do you mean when you say skate park style?
Like straight up, straight down.
Yeah, big time, like a quarter pipe.
Yeah.
Huge.
She managed a double bar over that. No one's tricked that yet. What was that? I missed this one before. I was talking about, bar spin, nice.
Let's take a look at this last jump. Bar spin.
It was a bar spin to can.
And that's huge. Those combinations the judges are going to be looking for, and they're going to really reward that with big points. That combined with tricks on more and more features is also going to drop a really good score. So let's see what they got.
Just guessing, 87.
You're predicting 87?
86 to 87. Just judging it off Patricia's.
All right, let's see. Let's see if Jed's as...
We could play some like little betting games here.
Yeah, we could have some side bets going on. I think you're on the right track. Just the variety, the amount of tricks on all different features, and the combinations of tricks on those big jumps is what's going to push her potentially into the top spot. Here we go.
Scores are in. Tallying up. 88!
Oh,
even higher!
Natasha going into that top spot.
Well done. Well done.
That's huge for Natasha. She's super stoked, and she's going to pop in.
Hello.
And see us. Come on in, Natasha.
Well done.
Great run. Thank you. And how are you feeling was that the run you had planned for the whole week?
I mean, I didn't really come in, with much of a run planned because it was pretty limited practice, but that's just what I managed to put together this morning, but I'm pretty happy with it.
Oh, that's outstanding. We were super stoked with it. We're losing it here in the booth, so congratulations. And is that going to change for run number 2?
I mean, if we get a run number 2, I hope to step it up a bit, but I'll see.
Cool. Any sneak peeks for what we might be able to see on run number 2 if it happens? All right.
Good.
But I'll try and figure it out,
All right. Well, you go to the top and figure it out. Congratulations on taking that top spot. Amazing work.
Good work.
Thank you.
Nice to watch.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. I like that. She's not letting her tricks out the bag. That's a true freestyler right there.
Yeah, that's it. Silent and deadly, just not letting on any secrets.
Come on now.
Let's take a look here, Jed. Based on that, after we've chatted to Natasha, what our leaderboard's looking like.
Nice. So we have gone through the women's now, but because it is a straight final, the women aren't going to get their second runs now. It's going to go straight to the men's. So then we're going to go through the men's now. Oh, are we not?
So that's our current standings, our top 3. Shaylin Reno in 3rd. Patricia Druin in 2nd, and Natasha Miller in 1st. Looking at some highlights from our women's first runs here.
Yeah,
they got more in the tank.
Styly, eh?
Huge.
Yeah. I think Shaylin got
Amazing. And one of our World Tour slopestyle athletes that's been hanging out all week is Griffin Paulson. He's been hanging out enjoying Christchurch, so let's take a quick look at what he's been up to.
Beautiful out here. Today, Missy and I are gonna check out what Christchurch, New Zealand has to offer. This is my wife, Missy. We got married about a year ago, so today it's only right that I dive straight into the Kiwi lifestyle and see what her home turf has to offer. First things first, coffee and breakfast. No one does coffee like New Zealand. All right, now that we're all fueled up, I think it's time for the zip line at the Christchurch Adventure Park.
Let's go.
It just so happens to be the longest zip line in New Zealand. That was pretty sick.
It wouldn't be a proper day out here in Aotearoa without a cruise on the bike.
One sec, I'll be right back. As our day winds down, it's time to grab some drinks, dinner, and catch this beautiful sunset view. No better way to wrap up the day than a quick walk in the ocean.
We're gonna have a quick look at some of the action from practice here. And it's been, although a little bit wind affected, no shortage of action. We have some insane riders throwing down some of the biggest tricks on this incredible slopestyle course here at Christchurch Adventure Park.
This is a beautiful clip. So Christchurch is probably one of the most
spectacular cities I've ever visited. I was lucky enough a few years ago to get a ride up on this hill behind us where you saw that view of the ocean, and just known for the mixture of beautiful nature, outdoor adventure, and then now some of the most incredible culture in the city with food and art. So enjoying Christchurch so much. We're gonna get back towards the action here, and let's take a quick look at our men's start list today. We've got a few local Kiwis here kicking things off. Tell us about these boys here.
Yeah, so I've ridden BMX actually before with Saul and Flynn. Jaden Fleming rides up north with us. I'm really excited to see them. And Anthony Gregory is probably one of the most exciting people I'm excited to see. Cullum Holloway, I believe he's a local boy. Yeah, it's going to, and then we had young Lion back there who's only 14. Yeah, all these boys, all these riders are definitely on point. I'm not quite sure.
We've got, part of the thing you're seeing here is quite a long start list. So the reason for that is there was no qualifying due to the wind yesterday. So we have
I'm excited to see, I've ridden around the world with Jake Atkinson before, and I know he's got huge talent.
Yeah, and it's going to be incredible. So huge list of talent bringing out this men's field. And we're gonna head up to the top and get ready for our first runs.
Yeah. Oh, Sol Saunders. We got Sol Saunders dropping first. I heard that Sol recently at Magazafest in Queenstown absolutely crushed it. Oh, I thought he was on course now.
He is on course.
Oh, he is on course. Oh. Big old flip down that step down, getting the points for the young fella. Oh, like I said, there's a headwind coming that way, so that jump's quite difficult to make it over, but Sol, you've got another run, mate. You've got another chance at this. And yeah, I think he's all good. It happens, it's just part of the game.
Let's take a quick look at the start of his run here. X up on the drop.
He went a bit low there.
Big cork flip on that first trick jump.
Big underflip there. Oh, low again. Okay, so he's excited, I can tell, because he's going a bit far on a lot of the things, which happens. It happens on the big jobs, and this is a big job.
Well, and for some of these local riders, this might be the biggest event they've ever joined, right? So think about the nerves. You've got a big crowd. There's cameras happening all around you. So yeah, maybe you come in with a little bit of extra energy and boost that jump deep. So we can see he's got the skills. He's got the tricks. He just He's just going to shake that one off on run number 1, get back up there for run number 2, knock off the cobwebs, and throw down a full complete
Tell you
lap.
what, the nerves are real. I could tell them. Like, trying to overcome those nerves at the top of the roll and is, I guess, what we all have in common, overcoming fear.
Flynn Robertson
Flynn,
dropping in.
another local boy. Oh, nice bar spin, landing a bit more higher on that landing there. Oh, nice one hand, 1 foot to can. That was beautiful. Nice, going for the T-bog, bit of a seat grab. Oh, yeah, nice look through backflip, Lewis Jones styles. What do we got? Oh, yeah, tuck. Okay, he's pushing through on that wind there. Oh, 270X up. That is amazing. That's beautiful, mate. Kiwis are going hard. Oh, the extension on that was absolutely perfect. Superman seat grab.
And you can just see Flynn rolling into the finish pole, big smile on his face, so pumped to get that run done and get to the bottom clean.
Yeah, Flynn.
Let's take a look at the replay. Tidy bar spin on that first jump. This was a highlight for me, the style on that. Inside 1 hand, 1 foot to can. Gave me some Brandon Semenuk vibes, to be honest.
Actually, yeah. And he put a bit of a tweak on it too. Oh, looking over, obviously in flips where the eyes go, you're going to go. So he was trying to spot that landing there.
And you can
and he
see
found it.
He just tagged that step down a little bit, which made him have to reach a little bit to get over that next trick jump. We're going to be looking for riders to try to get that nice transition so that they carry tons of good speed and then can have a big trick on every single wooden lip.
It's a beautiful Superman seat grab there. And that's some of his skate park tricks coming in there on that 270X up before. So that's why he was able to trick that at the top. So hopefully he can fit something into that top hip, the top kind of quartery hip, and then I think we'll see his score go up there quite high.
Flynn's repping the Rockstar Racing as we stand by waiting for his score.
49.
It's a 49. He's stoked with that, and he's going to head back up to the top for run number 2. The crowd really getting behind the local boy Flynn here.
It may seem like a low score, but because there's so many people in this field, you kind of got to start low. You can't start high. Oh, Jaden Fleming's coming up now. First time in slopestyle. First time for all these boys in slopestyle. Oh, he's scrubbing that drop. I reckon he's got a front flip here. Front flip! Called it.
Huge. Going super deep on that first front flip.
Table.
Just managing some
table.
speed.
Back flip. Yeah, boy, back flip.
And
Jaden, oh, he's boosting.
Double!
Oh,
Double!
Oh
yeah,
my gosh!
Jaden!
Jaden!
Oh, he's on.
Ah!
I love Jaden's approach here. He's just going,
all or nothing.
Doesn't matter on the hips. I'm just going bangers, cash roll. Oh, so close.
Oh, Jaden!
And Jaden, the crowd getting behind him. You can just hear in the background at every corner, just noise for Jaden.
Yeah.
He's a local Kiwi. You can see he's stoked.
He's definitely the people's person. He definitely knows how to send it. Definitely knows how to hype people up. I ride with Jaden a bunch at home.
Let's catch up with
Race
this
her off that
replay
job.
here.
Fronty.
Oh,
beautiful fronty.
And he went huge to get that one around. He landed a little bit deep, which is why he's just managed speed on that hip to get ready for this big step down flip.
Nice flip.
And greased it though. See how he got the top of the landing? That gave him the speed to come into this and throw a double backflip where some riders haven't even been able to have the speed to trick it. Jaden's doing double flips on it.
You saw in that corner there how much he juiced it and used his racing background to get that extra speed by pedaling around that corner. It's not the easy feat pedaling around corners, to be honest.
Nah, and that probably shows you, you know, Jaden's background. He's done tons of, he's kind of renowned for being one of the World Tour staples when they were doing speed and style. So he's also a super fast rider. We saw him get into the final rounds of the pump track last night. So he's not only good at tricks, but he's super, super fast on the bike as well.
Thank God.
Scores in with a 33.66, good enough for second place. Obviously had a bit of that crash on that last one. He's stoked for run number 2 and hopefully gets that cashy at the end.
All right, we've got Cullum Holloway dropping in now. He double flipped at the Magaza Festival, some of the gnarliest jumps in New Zealand. Will he throw down in this run? I think he will. I'm picking the last jump for Cullum.
Yeah, that's going to be his
double.
his money booter.
What's he got on the drop? The drop's, I believe, where it's going to win this. The drop and the step down at the hips.
Let's have a look here. This is the trick at Magazafest.
Oh,
double flipping on that first big booter. That's just south of here, down in Queenstown. Oh, that's insane.
That jump is no joke either.
To the point where he had to bail out on the second jump.
Oh, I bet he was just stoked he landed it, so he started celebrating.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm not going down the hill, that's me.
And here he is, dropping in for run number 1. Callum Holloway, let's see what he's got.
Racer, he's got a big trick on this first one. Oh, nice 1 foot.
Steez.
1 foot Euro-y. No, nice tape the opposite way.
And Callum's just having fun so far. Big
Nice
laid out
backing.
backflip.
Oh, he lost a bit of speed in there, but managed to pick it up. Nice 270 on that left hip. Come on, double flip coming. Come on, double flip coming.
He's called it. Oh, he's just gone a tiny bit deep on that one, working so hard for the speed.
Oh, he's all right. That was a good crash. He landed okay. At least he was able to slide. It's the crashes when you come to a solid like stop impact that are going to hurt. If you can land and slide, it's all good. And he's all good. That's why he's getting up smiling.
And you can just hear the support of this local crowd for Callum. He's so stoked, and that's bringing so much energy to these riders. They had a bit of a wind-affected practice, so everyone's getting behind him and making sure they feel supported.
He's almost hit a bit of a hole in that corner.
Yeah, it looked like he, like squared it off almost, like downhill style, but maybe he's just hit a bit of a...
Do you know what I think it is? As he was preparing for that double flip so much, his mind was too far in the future. He wasn't navigating the part of the course he was actually on. Potentially. Maybe just from experience, that's what happened.
And we got some scores coming in for Callum. A 31.16, so with that bail at the end, he's gonna be wanting a little bit more, but he's frothing, he's getting it on the next one, you can hear him. And we're back up to the top with Anthony Gregory, doing it for Buzzed Riders, bit of a local entrepreneur. What do you know about?
So Buzzed is actually his own brand, and Anthony moved down here in November to basically advance his career, and now look at him, he's in the Crankworx Summer Series. Nice drop, Anthony, come on, dude. I ride with Anthony up home, and he's an absolute wonderful rider to ride with. Got the biggest heart, nice big backflip. He's got a lot of confidence. He's an amazing person. Oh, no hand on. I didn't.
Just tagged it a little bit with his back wheel, bring it around. He's buzzed.
And you see, he spreads the buzz. That's
what
why
he's all about.
He is Anthony Gregory, the buzzed king, the buzz lord.
The buzz lord.
He's going to go for the last jump.
Yeah, look at him.
Show's not over. He's like, no, I'm going to get the speed for the last one.
Well,
this is what...
You can hear it. He's feeling the support, feeling the love from the crowd, so he's buzzed. He's gonna throw down a trick on the last jump for the people.
Here's the showman right there, Anthony. Get it, dude. For the people. Superman!
He's just gone again.
Anthony,
and he's back.
Anthony is so tough. Honestly, he's so tough. Look at him. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how these guys do performance-wise, if they land their runs, get scores. It's just a huge achievement, them being here and being able to rub shoulders with the best in the world and get a chance to show themselves. And this is exactly what Anthony's doing.
And that's what we love about the Crankworx Summer Series, is we have the world's best here at Christchurch Adventure Park, rubbing shoulders with the up-and-coming local talents, just like this, throwing down mega tricks. Front flip, tuck, no-hander.
I didn't even know you could do that trick. And I ride with them a lot up north.
And he's just pulled it out.
Well, so I guess it's the atmosphere, the environment down here. I think he's been in Queenstown for a while. Must have been rubbing off on him. A Superman flip. I didn't know he could do that either. He's been getting tricks in his belt.
And here we are back to the bottom. It's not going to be quite the score he was maybe hoping for, but he's brought the energy anyways. Let's see what the score is going to come in at for Anthony. Yeah, 18 points, dropping him into 5th. Couple of crashes in that one. He's got another run. He's still all good, and he is buzzed. He says it all on his shirt, really. That's all you need to know about Anthony. He is frothing to get back up there and see if he can put a run together.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Have a look at the scene over the top. You can see on the left-hand side our scores right now. Jaden Fleming in second. Flynn Robertson in first place. And we have more and more to come. We're looking forward to a few big names, but next up is Lion Hildahl. Lion is our youngest competitor in the competition at just 14. Lion's come over from the US to throw down at this gold level FMB event. And it's just been crazy to see Lion. He's been in practice. He's got his mom here with him, cheering him on, and he's just working through these features, and he's absolutely buzzed.
Yo, Anthony, that was incredible.
Thank you.
I didn't know you had some of those tricks.
Bro, I know it's been a pretty hectic practice. I cocked my ankle on the step down on the first practice, so I've just been cruising all week. And
Do you know what I love about you? Your enthusiasm, your excitement, and how hearty you are.
thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is literally like a childhood dream come true to be out here. Like, I've worked my ass off since I was 16 to be out here competing. And I was so emotional. I was driving here this morning. I started crying, because
I'm crying.
This is my like literal childhood dream come true, and it goes to show if you just put the work in, man, it'll happen.
Dude,
So hard.
you deserve it, man. You deserve it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you so much, man. That's
Good luck.
unreal.
Good luck. Just breathe now. Breathe for the next one.
And that just shows you the amazing community we have here in Christchurch and what this means when we get to bring these Crankworx Summer Series events to these local communities. And we have Lion Hildahl, 14 years old from the US on course.
I had the pleasure of speaking to his mother before. He's only
my
four.
God!
Look at that
Lion,
style.
360
So-
invert.
Lion's from Utah, and he gets to ride with some of the best riders in the world. Oh my God, Lion.
The pace.
14.
Huge backflip.
Backflip.
For
Over
him
that
to be able to make
bar
those
spin.
jumps at his size is so impressive.
He's been super hard on himself through the practice, but it's been super windy. Oh,
And big
mate.
three to finish.
That is
that was insane.
He is, I'm not lying, he is going to be so happy and so elated now. He's been putting so much pressure on himself. I had the pleasure of talking to his mother earlier, and what a special family. Like,
Let's take a quick look here at the replay. This first trick was the highlight for me. Look at the style.
wow. That's a steezy
What would you describe
three.
that? How-
That's a steezy three. It's almost like a look-back three. Just the way the mountain bikers do it. They have so much finesse and style with these big bikes, and they make it look so good. And at 14, he's going for a
got the
flip
can.
can. He's got a huge career ahead of him. I didn't even know BMX was a sport when I was 14. Now he's rubbing shoulders with the elite.
And that's it. He's getting to be competing out here against riders like Lucas Hupert, Ben Thompson, Chance Moore, Hayden Ingersoll, who are World Tour slopestyle athletes. And at just 14, Lion's throwing down with the best of them. We're waiting for some scores for Lion, but irrespective of the score, for him to even just get down that course, like he's probably half the body mass of any of the other riders on a technical slopestyle course, just shows his skill set to be able to catch. He needs to catch the top of every landing to just have enough speed to even make it over the jump, let alone trick the jump.
Yeah, and that's what his mother was saying. He was struggling a bit getting down because of his mass. Like he's you know, it's inertia that gets you down this hill.
Well, he's found the inertia somewhere out of pure energy, pure
There's his mother there.
youth enthusiasm, and let's see what scores we have for Lion dropping in here.
And he's also apparently a wonderful kid. And he
45,
has a heart of a lion.
nice. He's stoked, dropping him into second place.
Yeah, boy.
Boom, you can see him there with his mom just frothing, so much
Lion.
support. And we are getting ready to head back to the top for Ted Oakley, Aussie rider who's come across. We've seen him successful at some gold level events in Australia. So excited to see how he stacks up against this Kiwi competition here.
Yeah, there's something different in that Aussie water. Oh, and
Truck
just like
driver.
that, truck driver down the step down. Double truck driver over the next one. 360 inward to X up. I mean, inward tape, back foot Barsman down that step down, bit of a case, but that's all right. He's got the momentum. Fronty tuck.
Oh, no! He was on a heater.
Like I was saying at the start, there's something different in that Aussie water. There's so many incredible athletes coming out of that country, and he's
he's lost the tire.
Oh, he was going to go. Oh, no, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. It was in the athlete lounge. So check it out, this replay. He's
It
gone
was 360 tuck to bar. Didn't see that. There's a bit of a shadow there.
That was the highlight from this run overall, is every jump was combos, right?
Yeah.
And here he is coming in the finish.
That was a flare.
Flare on the hip.
He did, yeah.
And just
nice
a
flip.
lofty backflip into the finish.
Now, I'm not sure how that would stand up in points. Like if you were to crash halfway through your run and carry on your run, I don't know. So, but I do like that these guys do jump back up and carry on down the hill. I think it's, yeah, it's important.
Shows the tenacity, right?
Yeah.
The resilience, the tenacity of these riders. And, you know, they're here, number one, to perform, but to put on a show for the crowd as well. And you can see in these shots the crowd in the background cheering them on with that front flip tuck. And he just tagged that back wheel because your forward momentum is coming around so fast. It just unweights the back wheel a little bit on the landing. So sometimes if you don't land both wheels perfect, you can have that like swap out, or the back wheel just drifted out a little bit.
Yeah, well, front flips have kind of only come about over the last 10 years, and as you can imagine, it's not like a back flip where you just go with it. Front flip, you're going totally against the grain, so it's about throwing your body mass forward. But once it got worked out, the riders around the world started catching on, and now we're seeing a whole lot of riders front flipping.
Well, I'll tell you what, as we wait for scores for Ted, he was onto a winner there, I think.
Yeah.
Like he was on to such a strong run. He had all those combos. If he can get that front flip tuck, and then we know he's got a flare on the hip now, and probably another banger trick on that finish jump, that would be, I think, a contention podium run for sure if he can put it together on run number 2.
Yeah, and he was like double and triple comboing everything, which is gonna rack up those points. I can't wait to see him get to the bottom in the next run and see how high up the ladder he gets.
All right, we've got some scores coming in for Australian Ted Oakley. 35 into third place, but you can see him. He's that close. He's that close. He knows he's got that front flip tuck, and we can't wait to see what he's got in run number 2.
What an awesome name. Valentin Rayman.
Yeah, German rider coming all the way over here for his chance.
Off the drop,
competing
what's he
this
got?
gold level FMB.
Oh, the guys are stepping up down that drop now. Nice 360. Oh, nice backflip tail whip, landing perfect. What's he got over the hip? 270. Landing a bit rough, but that's all right. He's holding it together. Backflip down the step down, landing perfect. Boosting around that corner, couple pedals. Oh, that headwind getting him, but it's all good. 540 over that hip, 450 maybe. Step down.
What's he got on this final jump? Front
Runny
flip tuck.
tuck. Oh!
Just about perfect. Just slipped a pedal that tiny bit.
And as you can see, the wind was actually on his tail lens, so it was pushing him a bit further down the landing, but he was able to hold it together, knew where he was in the air, able to let the landing gear out and stomp it. Nice
Kicking
flip
off
whip.
With some banger tricks on that flip whip. You can
270.
see on that step down here, I think it's a bit of a domino effect, like you mentioned. There's a bit small headwind, but he just tagged that landing a tiny bit, which I think slowed him down, which meant he wasn't able to get that big trick on the next jump. So we know he's got him. We can see here with that huge front flip tuck, he's just got to put the pieces together to get that full run he's looking for in run number 2.
And keep his feet on that last jump and he'll score very high.
That's the thing, like you mentioned, on those front flip rotations, you know, when you're coming up a lip, you're naturally going backwards. So to be able to pull a front flip off, and that's why those tricks score so high, is because you have to completely reverse your momentum, chuck your body and the bike forward, rotate, and then the margin for error on the landing is so small, because if you're a little forward, little back, it doesn't work. So let's check in.
And something you might not take into consideration with the front flip is you're blind the whole way. It's all feeling.
Yeah,
you
just
don't
close
see the
your eyes.
landing till you come around. Close your eyes and hope, you reckon.
But still
58.
good enough for
Taking first
58.
place. It's got to be the name, Valentin Raymond.
Back up to the top with Marlon Katzk, another German rider, making the trip over here. Here he is dropping in on this first feature.
360, I think that's a bar spin or an X-up. Can't quite see from here. Oh!
Oh, and he's just gone too deep.
Spinning to win, as we say.
Spinning to win, he's all right.
Oh, sending the love out to the crowd. That's his champ right there.
But just the amplitude, and you can hear from this crowd some big support, big action in the background, and what's happened is, let's check out this first trick. 360 X up on the first drop.
Landing a bit low, kind of mucking up his momentum for the next one.
Huge 360.
Truck driver, as we
bar
call it.
spin, and just
Yeah, but over. And you know, it's a long time to wait up there on the roll-in for your run, so these guys haven't had a chance to drop in, you know, since practice, so it really takes a toll. All that downtime in between runs, so. I'm not sure what they're doing up there to keep warm. Maybe some star jumps, maybe some burpees. Who knows?
They all like to play a bit of Uno from time to time.
Yeah.
And one thing to remember if you're tuning in is this gold level FMB event, the Christchurch Slopestyle, has, oh, here it is, a 766. So, of course, just getting the first two features. He's going to want some more. He's ready, though. And we've got James Anguilo up at the top,
From the
US
US.
rider, 22 years old. What's he got here, Jed?
Nice 360. Oh, landing. Another 360. Just wiping off the cobwebs on these. Oh, downside tail whip, landing beautifully. That's the first time we've seen on the hip. Sui.
Just tagging a little bit on that landing.
Sui, then tuck. So two different style no-handers. One is in the handlebar. Oh, seat grab Indy. One's in the handlebars and one is hanging up off the seat. Nice racer jump down. Oh, bar spin backflip. Textbook bar spin backflip. He's going to get a nice score on the board here. Not sure if it'll be enough to take the top spot, but at least he's got his safety run down.
So sketchy.
You can hear from him. So sketchy, he says, but he's just, like you said at the top, he's getting the cobwebs off.
Yeah.
He's done his first run now. He got it top to bottom. It was clean, and now he has a base to build from.
And like I'm saying, it's a long time to wait up there in between runs, so it can be quite nerve-wracking. And know from past experience, when it gets a couple riders before you, the nerves start pumping. So I guess that's the difference between the guys that can throw it down all the time and the guys that may need a little bit more time on the bike right before they drop.
Yeah. And all of these riders throwing down, you know, remembering we just had a little bit of practice because of the wind, so that might be why some of these riders are taking their time in run number one, get the feel for the course again, get the flow on course, and then they can build on that in run number two. And just a reminder, before that, we have some scores.
Got the nerves out.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, right? Got to be
James
so
Angelo,
nerve-wracking up there.
52.83 going into second, but
nice.
you've heard from him. He's got the nerves out. He wants
Nice.
more. He's going up for run number two.
And that was good. I felt like that was quite an entry-level run for him, and he literally was just putting something on the board. And if you've got an entry-level run like that, and then you get second on the board, mate, he's going to be able to throw down bangers in the next.
We've got Orgard at the top.
Yo, truck driver, aka 360 bar spin down the step down. Oh, 360 tail up to bar spin. First one of them we're seeing. Inward table, undown. Yo, backflip tuck down the step down. First one we've seen down that step down. Backy bar spin. What's over the hip? Yo, 270 tuck, beautifully executed. This is going to be a high score. Can he finish it off? I think it was just a big old
Huge flip to
backy.
finish.
Well, you know what? That's going to score high, that run. He put some bangers out on the top of that section.
Yeah, we're going to head back up and check out a replay here, but started off with some heavy combination tricks in those first few features. Let's take a look at this first jump.
Very consistent.
360 tail whip to bar spin.
The bar spin.
3 tricks in 1.
Yeah.
Nice tidy inverted table on that hip. And he went for the flip tuck down here. Nice extension. I think you could tell it was a quick one. He's gonna want a little more click on that one on the next run possibly. And then here into the big booter.
Oh, it was a Becky bar.
Flip bar, super clean, keeping his speed. He then dropped into that hip and saw a different trick from him, which was the alley-oop
270 tuck.
270 tuck with huge extension on the tuck.
Yeah, very well executed. I think he might ride some skate park, to be honest.
And then he came into the finish and possibly just didn't quite have the speed he wanted. You saw him getting a couple cranks, so he just went with a nice big lofty
he was going for something there.
Knees out backflip. So you can see that's the level of control. He did a flip, possibly wanted some more. Let's see what scores are dropping for Orr.
This might take it. Yeah, yep, it did. Because that was a very well executed run. Landed everything smooth, not too many pedals, big bangers. That's what the judges are wanting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're looking for clean landings on those tricks, carrying good momentum, like overall flow through the course. Are they able to keep their speed? They're going to get deducted points if they're tagging landings, but we're back up the top.
Here we go. Yo, nice 3.
This is
traveling
Nick.
a bit. 360 can with heaps of style too. Oh, flare on that hip. First time I've seen on the top hip. Oh yeah, nice, beautiful 360 down that step down. That'll be scary, 3ing that. Another nice 3. Oh, holding it together. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
3 T-bog.
270
T-bog, sorry.
The bunny booter, what's he got for us?
Yeah, flip can. Now. So I'm not quite sure how I'd compare that with the top score at the moment. However, he did execute that run perfectly.
And it was a great different variety. So I love the full extension on that can with the 360, coming to a flare on the hip. And you mentioned earlier the importance of tricking every feature for that total score. So he's definitely done a good job of that. And some different variety, like, you know, throwing tricks we haven't really seen from other riders yet. 360s on the step down. We think, you know, judging by some of this, he's got a little bit more in the tank, as we've seen from a few riders, but clean top to bottom. So he's going to be in good shape for a solid score.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are just getting that first run down, right? I think they're going with, it's not going to get windy. We're going to get 2 runs. So let's get a safety run in, and then we can drop bombs in the last round.
Yes, and that's what we're looking for. A beautiful view here above the Christchurch Slopestyle course. One thing for everyone to know, this gold level FMB event has a few extra things on offer just besides some medals, which means there's going to be 3 wild cards, 2 for the men, 1 for the women. And what that's going to do is the highest placing riders that aren't already on the World Tour will get a wildcard entry into the Max's Slopestyle in memory of Magaza at Crankworx Rotorua. So that's 2 spots for the highest placing men and 1 for the highest placing woman today.
That's amazing that there's such a solid pathway for the sport. Kind of gives me a bit of FOMO not getting a mountain bike earlier.
And here's our scores for Nick Skubath. 64,
Nice.
Good enough for 2nd place.
Now, he landed a whole lot of bangers in that run. I think if he just cleans it up, shows he can, you know, hold speed between the jumps and not need to quite pedal, he'll kill that score. That score will go well up there.
Yes, and we are heading back up to the top with Vincent Rahman. Another German rider coming over here. He's going to be one of these riders looking to score one of these wild cards that we have on offer. 26 years old.
Oh, what? Backflip. Are you kidding? There's not even a takeoff there.
Huge flat drop flip into a massive cork 3, 270 T-bog on the hip.
I'm a bit speechless. Backflip double bar spin? If he can hold it together, this is going to go through the roof, this score. Nice holding speed through there. Bar. What's he got? Come on, come on, come on, Vincent.
Flip whip.
Backflip, tail whip.
That's a huge run from Vincent. You can see he's coming in so hot. He's just blown the papers off of our desk with that one. Let's go. He is so stoked. And I think brothers in this competition. Let's take a look. What are some of the highlights from Vincent's run here, Jed?
I think it was all a highlight. I think if he can just clean it up in between the jumps, he's going to score super high. I'm picking the score's going to be higher. I think the execution of the tricks was like that there, the flip double bar spin or bar to bar.
On that step down as well.
Down the step down, that's huge. Macking it around that corner.
And you can see he's working super hard for that speed because he's throwing these big combination tricks. He needs as much amplitude and height as possible to be able to get time in the air to do something like a flip double bar or a flip tail whip like he's done here. And it was super clean. No big bobbles where feet came off. So this is going to be looking like a really, really good score for Vincent.
Judges have got a job on their hand today.
But it just gets harder and harder for the judges, right? With every clean run, that we see, it gets more and more challenging. So they're going to have a bit of a think. And just remember, everyone, if you're just tuning in, this Crankworx Summer Series Gold Christchurch Slopestyle action is coming to you 100% completely free. So please like, subscribe, check out Crankworx Summer Series on Instagram. Give us your support, and that will help us keep bringing you more and more incredible free mountain bike action.
Yeah, what type of series goes free? Crankworx does, courtesy of YouTube, and I think it's on TVNZ on demand.
Yeah, it's amazing, and you can see this beautiful overview of the Christchurch Adventure Park here. Unfortunately, this event was scheduled this time last year, and then some fires happened, and we had to postpone to this year. So it just, to me, it just spoke to the community here in Christchurch and the ability to rebuild, show resilience, and now the support we've felt has been amazing. And Vincent's about to feel that support here as his scores are dropping with a 67.33, good enough for second place. He's stoked with that.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't quite enough to take it just because of his execution on some of those landings, but as soon as he cleans that up, he's going to be right up there. I think he'll take the lead.
All right, we've got Dane Fulp here up at the top. He's been looking so strong all through practice. And let's see what he's got. What are you seeing from this run here, Jed?
Oh my gosh!
Backflip, flat drop, flip bar
spin. 360 double whip.
Oh, just going a bit deep on that one.
So there's a prime example of him just going all or nothing. In my opinion, he was going all out, leaving nothing on the line.
I don't think anyone's going to argue that opinion with you, Jed, after seeing a flat drop flip bar to a 360 double whip on. It's a slight hip, that jump. So let's take a look here.
So a flat drop, flip drop is hard enough. I don't know how you get in the position to be able to throw the bars as well.
And what's happened here on this 3 double whip? Just missed the pedal a tiny bit.
Yeah, just didn't quite get above the bike enough. So it kind of lifted the bike up above him, and then he tried to pull it back under him, and yeah, it just wasn't quite how you want to be on a 3 double whip.
I'll admit my experience is not vast on the 3 double whips, but anytime I've tried to tail whip before, it feels like the bike's almost like helicoptering away from you. So I liked what you said there. You have to keep the bike underneath you.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, and you want to be above the handlebars and tail whipping, below you. So he did start to do that. But it lifted up.
And yeah, he's just going to log a 10-point score, putting him in 13th place. Let's take a quick look at some footage from our next rider, Liam Bayliss, the Canadian, before he drops in here.
I was lucky enough to have some yarns with him earlier. All these Canadian riders are real special. Look at that, he's doing, what the?
Pre-spins the bars before the drop.
I'm losing my
He's already blown Jed's mind before he's done a run. This is just his practice clips.
Well, who bar spins before they do a bar spin flat drop flip? Like, That's so creative.
And he's got a gyro on the bike, so it was just for style points. It wasn't because he needed to unspin cables or anything like that. Just pure style.
Yeah, no,
And
pure
here
style.
he is, Liam Bayliss. Jed, make the call.
Bar spin, flat drop,
Clean.
360 seat grab Indian there. That trick's no joke either. Got a bit of a one-footer. Seemed like he missed it. Double flip the step down. Are you kidding me?
Oh!
Are you kidding?
Oh my goodness! He's gone for a double flip on the step down. Talk about all or nothing. So he showed a bit of a chilled out one-footer on that hip.
Oh my gosh!
Let's take a look at this 360 Indian air seat grab.
Yeah, having yarns with Liam earlier before the runs, he came up and said hello. And I'm coming from Canada. Super talented riders, and I'd actually not seen him ride yet, so I'm real grateful to have had a yarn with him before it. And now see his talent, and if he can hold that together and pull that together, I think he's going to be quite hard to beat. I think he's got way more up his sleeve.
Oh, he definitely has more up his sleeve. Sorry, you could see he just throwing those banger tricks straight out of the gate. If he can just tuck that double flip in a tiny bit more, keep his feet on the pedals. I can't wait to see what he's got for the rest of the course here in run number 2.
I got very lost for words in that run. He shouldn't have shown us that clip before his run.
Yeah, and if that clip wasn't an indication enough of what else he's got in the bag, we saw a big flare on the hip. It just oozing style from Liam.
Who we got up next? Nicholas Krofik.
Yeah, coming all the way from France. We're just waiting on some scores for Liam. He's already pushing back up to the top, getting set for run number 2. As we take a beautiful look here at this gold Christchurch slopestyle course.
Yeah, I almost introduced this event before as 2024 because we were meant to be here last year, right? But those terrible fires swept through here, and kind of shows this Christchurch Ōtautahi city. It's a super resilient city, one of the heartiest cities in New Zealand.
So next up we have Toby Milley, who joined us for the course preview earlier.
Oh, no, Nicholas, darn it. All right, Toby Milley.
He's keeping his eye on the wind socks. And we let these riders keep an eye and drop when they're ready, so they make the call.
I like he's got the finish line t-shirt on, black and white. He's going all the way to the bottom on this run.
That's it, checkered flags, and you can see the course crew hard at work, putting up the banners. Look at the crowd that is filling in for this event. It did get shifted a little bit earlier into the morning to cater for that win. So as each run passes, more and more crowd are filling in, and it's almost getting impossible to hear behind us just because of the noise. And again, that just shows you the support and what it means to Ōtautahi, the city of Christchurch, to have an event like this when the Crankworx Summer Series comes to town. We've got thousands of people on the hill from the jump jam earlier in the week into qualifying, the Redemption downhill, the Christchurch Pump Track last night, and now on course we have Toby Milley dropping in for run number 1.
Oh, flat drop, flip. These guys are doing that with ease. 360 Superman seat grab Indian air, double tail up on the hip. Are you kidding? Oh, backflip, bar spin to tuck no-hander. This is going to, come on, dude. Oh,
Cork 720.
Cork 7. Come on, Toby, come on, Toby. And this is Toby going all or nothing. 270 bar to X. First trick on that step down. Oh, 720. Mate, that score is going to go through the roof. He just went top to bottom, bangers.
Oh, and we're losing it here in the booth. Look how stoked Toby is. Adversity in that run.
Yeah.
Up the top, slipped a pedal, got back on the cranks. Let's take a look here at the replay.
Oh, I called it right before the run. He's got the finish line top on. Means he's going to the bottom. He's going to the bottom with bangers. beautiful 360 seat grab Indy with style. Nice double whip. First double whip we've seen on that. He slipped the pedal, but that's all good. He managed to keep going. Flip bar spin to tuck down that drop. He's going to get another view from the side on because it's a big drop. Which kind of almost kind of shows the drop. And then he's macking into this corner, and so this is a bit of a shallow cork 7, but almost 360 flip, which would call deep cork. But yeah, pretty deep cork. And he hung up there, so that kind of shows how dialed he is on that trick. He was able to hang up and still carry on and into a 270 bar spin to X up, and the first person to trick this step down into the final Buddha, a tuck. That's where he's going to get good points on that. And then into a 7, and I can't quite tell if one was one way and one was the other way, but I'm pretty sure they were both the same way.
I think they were both the same way, so he's done 2 cork 720s, double tail whip, combinations on almost every single jump, and added that extra bonus tuck on the step down. So
I think
do you think that the volume of tricks is going to outweigh some of maybe the small bobbles that happened in that run?
74. Maybe.
Oh, he's going 74, which would put us into the top stop.
Into the top.
I love the claims. I love the predictions. It's amazing. I'm not going to put a number on anything because you're the slopes, you're the trick expert. But here we go. We've got some scores.
And starting with that flat drop flip is no joke.
Toby Millie.
And then he did that beautiful 360 seat grab Indy, which was
And that's still going 81.33, dropping into first place. Toby Millie
and
is
by 10
fired
points.
up by 10 points.
And so, yeah, honestly, I think it's that step, that just the consistency over the whole course and throwing those big bangers. Like, he triple comboed that step down.
Well, speaking of bangers, one of our Crankworx World Tour athletes, Ben Thompson. He's on that custom painted bike from his friends at home from Fresh Paints and Whistler. So he's repping the Canadian flag hardcore, and you're gonna be seeing him at all the World Tour stops this year. If anyone can throw down a run that's 10 points again, it's someone like Ben Thompson.
Nice. Oh, well, excited to see Ben. You've hyped him up. What do you got, Ben? Oh, front flip. Are you kidding?
Yes, Benny.
Okay, you did.
Oh, 3-bar to
I believe that
downside
was a
whip.
truck to down whip. Nice down whip. Oh, nice
Flip bar.
Flip bar down the step down. Come on, Ben, keep it going.
Front flip tuck, huge amplitude on that one.
Perfect execution. 3-bar.
No.
That's all right. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. What do you got? 3 double down whip. Landed.
Oh, and just tagged it a little bit. Lost that speed on that last hip. But
Jump the
Ben, what a run he's put together there.
Well, you called it. You said he's one of the best from up there. He's already in the series, so that
Kicking it
fronty
off.
drop. What the?
I like that he's left you speechless almost.
Yeah, well, I didn't know these types of tricks go down.
So a bit of the mountain bike style coming into the BMX freeride world for Jed. Look at that, just
Back
so
flip
clean,
bar.
I think. You can see his experience where he was carrying such good speed. He wasn't getting phased. Like if he went a little bit deep, he just threw a big pump.
Oh.
And the extension on those tricks.
His head was on his front tire. Wow. He landed that perfectly. And then this is where he mucked up. Just not quite going high enough on that hip. But I reckon he'll clean it up and he'll come back with a big banging run the next time.
And that's the super tricky part about the alley-oop spins on a hip is that you're spinning almost facing uphill. So
Yeah.
it's hard to spot your landing behind you, and then you can just end up a tiny bit deep or a little tail heavy. And that's all it takes to just slip a foot. And then not quite having the speed here for this last jump. So Ben has the run. We've seen the little sneak preview of what's in store, and he's gonna get back up there, and I still think he's gonna get a pretty solid score from this one.
Well, it showed why.
As we work through this start list, we've got 4 more riders up the top, and much like a downhill race, based on their points in the series, they're going in reverse order. So we're expecting to see more, bigger, heavier hitting runs as we work through this list. We've still got Jake Atkinson, Lucas Hooper, Hayden Ingersoll, and Chance Moore to drop up at the top.
So this next guy coming up, Jake Atkinson, I got to ride with him in Spain last year at a Gold Series in Omaresquinho. And it's the first time I met him, and he's a wonderful, wonderful young man, epic talent. And I'm super excited to see him. I follow him on the social medias, and I see the talent coming out of him. So it's good to see him here in New Zealand, showing the locals a bit of his talent and style. We got Jake. I think Jake might have a BMX background also too.
That's a boy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're gonna check back in with Ben Thompson in the finish and see where he's landed with that run. 46.33, putting him in 8th place.
Let's go.
Let's go. He's ready. He's ready to head back up. He knows he's got that finish trick. He just has to tidy a couple things up, and he's gonna be on for a heater in run number 2. Back to the top with Jake Atkinson.
Jake's got a big old bag of tricks. He can definitely throw it in all directions, so it's an exciting run. There we go, truck driver down the step down, 360 bar swim. Oh, cash roll, second jump, mate.
So clean.
Double truck, double 540 bar.
Double whip on that step down. Flip
Flip
tail
whip.
whip.
Elliot Flair. Oh my gosh, no one's done that yet.
That was insane.
Showing his skate park skills here. Yeah, 360 tail. Looked like he's going for a bar out of that, but all good. I think that's going to take the top right there.
Look at the stoke from him coming into the finish. There's nothing better, no better feeling as he comes in behind us here. You can just feel the energy coming off him. Let's take a look at the replay with some of the highlights from Jake's run.
You know, like you're saying, Reese, we're going saving the best for last, so it's only inevitably going to get better as we go down the rider list. Double tail whip down that step down. That is huge.
It doesn't look like it in slow motion, but they're going so fast into that step down to throw a double whip. It's
beautiful backflip tail. Look at those pedals, catching it directly upside down. He's definitely in control of his bike. Like I was saying, Elliot Flair, there's the skate park skills coming out.
Absolutely insane. Yeah, he's dipping into your world with those quarter pipe style tricks.
He was looking for a bar spin, and that's all good. He's got a good run in the bag, and now he can drop even more in the next run. Yeah, boy.
And he's got the whole crew down here with him. They've got a screen that they're keeping an eye, watching each other's runs, so the support from this slopestyle crew, all of the riders pumping each other up.
But it almost looked like cleaner than the bread cork. It was crazy.
I fucked up on the red cork.
All right.
Yeah! Oh, and he's gone in with an 88.33, putting him into first place. And the quote of the day from Jake is, "I nearly died on that double. I am never doing it again." Is that true?
No, never again.
Never again.
Yeah,
so
boy.
you can see.
I was mid-heart attack on that step down.
Say that again.
I was mid-heart attack on the step down. Never, ever again on that step down. I'm good, I'm happy.
And so Jake's just talking about never, ever again am I going to try that double whip on that step down. We said it's so gnarly to do at that speed, and he said, I almost died. I won't do it again. I did it in that run, and that's good enough for him.
And yeah, I've been following Jake's riding for ever since I met him a couple years ago, and he's just definitely been going from strength to strength, and it showed right there. Super consistent, super gnarly. He just said he nearly died on that double whip on the step down, and he's never doing it again. But hey, he's got the points in the bag, and he's going to have to sit back and see how these other guys perform. He may have to step up and do some more, but right now, he is the top of the leaderboard.
And he is going to have his hands full. We've still got 3 more riders up at the top, and we're seeing Lucas Hupert on his run here. Just hit the step down, front flip bar spin on that trick jump, 450 bar on the hip.
Also,
coming into this last jump.
Cashy.
Huge cash roll, front flip 360.
Okay, we're gonna have to go back to the start of that run. Didn't quite get to see the start of it, but Lucas is definitely another incredible rider in the world. 360 tail whip. He landed a bit low, but that's fine. He's holding momentum. Double tail whip, catching perfect. Yeah, one of the nicest guys out there, Lucas is. 360 T-bog. Well, 360 seat grab, but call it a T-bog.
We won't be so picky.
Backflip bar spin down the step down. It's got to be terrifying. Letting go of the handlebars, spinning them around, down the step down, and in a backflip. Fronty bar. Oh my gosh.
So a super clean run from Lucas here. We caught the top half. He's thrown down some massive combos, tricked every single feature.
540 bar, 450 bar, whatever. 540 we'll call it.
Into that
Cashy.
huge cash roll at the finish.
AKA front cork 720 or 360 front flip, however you want to look at it. They call it a cash roll in the sports because it was created by a BMXer, Daniel Diaz, and he'd learned it and he thought it was going to be the trick to make the cash, so he called it the cash roll.
He thought he'd do it in a best trick contest.
Yeah.
If you landed it, he'd get paid.
Yeah, you're going to get
AKA
cash.
cash roll.
This is how I get the cash.
Do cash rolls to get the cash. Well,
So,
we're going to wait on some scores for Lucas.
So it is a 360. It is a 360 front flip, but I like to call it front cork 720 and your back cork 7.
And we can take a look here at what's coming up this season on the Crankworx World Tour. March 5th to 9th, our next stop, Crankworx Rotorua. Then moving across the pond to Crankworx Cairns, May 21 to 25, finishing off with the big finale in Whistler.
Super excited for the Rotorua one. It's actually my local. I ride Skyline all the time. I'm just from down the road in Tauranga, and it's an amazing area to ride. So yeah, those guys have definitely killed the tracks, and they're probably gearing up right now for Crankworx in a couple weeks. So I'm going to go hit the tracks.
They're getting ready. We're going to come down to the bottom with Lucas Hupert, who's also ready to get some scores on the board. Oh, that's going up quick.
Going. Oh,
85.16, putting him into second.
Yeah.
He's stoked with that.
He'll be able to clean this up, but well, not clean it up, but add a few extra bangers in the next one, because I know he's got a big arsenal of tricks, but he landed that run perfectly, did it with style, did it with steez, and made it to the bottom, and he's smiling. Like, all these guys are smiling, and that's the main thing. We do this for fun. We love it.
And that's the crazy part, is you've just said he did a clean run. Like, that was, I'm not going to call it a safety run, but that was a run that he was comfortable with. So some riders looking to clean it up. He's just going to build. He's just going to add some extra bits here and there to add some more points to that total score. And you can take a look here on the screen. The wind picking up a tiny bit, so the riders are going to keep their eyes on it, and they're going to drop in when they're ready. So thank you for bearing with us as we just jump straight in and out of the action here, because when these riders are ready, we're going to just drop in and let them dictate when it's good to go.
And I do believe we need to get through these next two riders for the comp to be a comp, right?
Yeah, and here we go. Caden Ingersoll on his first run.
Yo, we spoke about Caden earlier. He grew up down the road. Oh, nice 720.
And
bit of a cork 7. Tail whip. Grew up down the road from Nikoli Regatkin. Oh, backfoot bar spin to tail whip. Are you kidding? That is no joke down a step down. Huge trucky over that. Yo, 360 and my 270 invert, my most favorite trick in these sports.
Oh no! He's just lost track of the bike a little bit in the air. He's up. This crowd is getting behind him.
That was such a unique combo there. I believe it was a 360 downside tail whip super Indy, like downside Indy. Like, that's gnarly, that's wild.
What a combination. And if you've seen Caden's socials, he's got these insane combos like we saw at the top, just
Nice 7.
massive cork 7 to kick it off.
Yeah, he grew up down the road, grew up in Boston with Nikolai Rogatkin as his fellow rider. So it's inevitable. If you're going to ride and rub shoulders with the best, you're going to become the best. And he's fast, climbing the ranks in the slopestyle series to be a force to be reckoned with.
And like we mentioned, 2024 Red Bull Rookie of the Year last year. So that means we're going to see him. Look at it. Oh, so he just missed the bike on the way down. But
no one does that. I've not even seen that combo.
Do you think he was going?
That's the Indy. That's the 360 downside tail whip to Indy. Like no foot can Indy. That's really technical.
Do you think he was going for the windshield wiper but missed the kick?
Potentially.
Because we've seen him do some windshield wipers on the socials. But either way, insane combination to be doing while rotating, spinning your bike both directions, either going for the Indian Air or...
I need to mention, like, these guys are going last in this heat. They've had to wait up there, or in this final, sorry. They've had to wait up there for a long time before their runs. So they've got to keep that lactic acid going. They've got to keep that muscles moving. You know, they've got to keep warm. So I'd assume they'd be up there doing push-ups and burpees and star jumps, but who knows?
I see some of them getting active with the rubber bands in the parking lot, doing some torso rotations, getting the core warmed up, getting the body warmed up. So different strategies from different riders up the top, I think, to stay warm. Is there anything you did in, you do big Nitro Circus shows. What do you do to keep the mind clear and keep the mind ready before a big run?
Well, I like to have it.
I know, but sorry. Here we are. Caden Ingersoll with a 48.16 into 10th.
Yeah.
You can see he's already on his way back up. He knows what he has to do in run number 2. We know Caden's got the bag of tricks to do it, so he's going to head up, and if he can get a second run, he's going to throw down.
To be honest, you just want to carry on like normal and keep carrying on, hanging up with your friends. These guys are all best friends. They all travel the world together, so just banter, have fun, and just keep active. Like, you don't want to sit still and you don't want to get inside your head. Keep breathing, keep smiling, keep drinking water. Just do what you'd normally do on a normal day.
Yeah, that routine,
Yeah,
just
because
keep
after
it normal.
all, we ride bikes because we love it, and it's the most healthiest outdoor lifestyle you could possibly have got yourself into.
And, that brings us to just back to why these Crankworx Summer Series events are so good. We're back to the top with Chance Moore from Langley, British Columbia. The BC slopestyle freeride scene is super strong over there, back in Canada. So he's going to be looking to show off, the Canadian flavor. He hangs out a ton with Ben Thompson and the other Canadian crew. So they're all training together.
Oh, so these guys are homies.
They're homies.
Oh, we're going to see some bangers go down here then too. And he is the top of the list. So this is essentially the #1 rider on course.
And check out this crowd filling in. Like we said, the event had to get pushed a little bit earlier to make sure we had the best conditions possible. And now the crowd is really filled in, just showing what it means to this Otatahi Christchurch community. Delayed a year because of the fires. We got the event back this year, and it's just been overwhelming. I've been fortunate enough to sit in the booth for all the events so far, and just hearing the people behind us getting so fired up, seeing the local South Island riders up against some of their heroes, either the Kiwi pros, but also the international pros, and they just see where they stack up against these world-class athletes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Christchurch, it's a very resilient city. They've gone through a lot over the past kind of decade. And the culture and the environment down here with the people, they're absolutely wonderful. And I always have great pleasure coming down here and kicking it.
Oh, and here we go. Chance Moore on that first drop. What are you seeing here, Jed?
Oh my gosh. Front flipping with ease down that drop. That's got to be scary. Nice invert there over the hip. Backflip bar spin to can down the step down. Boosting it around that corner. Oh, nice cork 7.
Oh, huge.
And done that perfectly. Nice truck driver, landing mint. Yo, step down. Oh, fronty tuck. Nice run.
Clean.
That was a super clean run there.
Way to
Be
go,
interesting.
Chance. Look at him. He's so stoked.
Didn't quite have the super bangers of the other ones, but it had a bit of variety. I think this is going to score very high because he landed everything perfect.
And you can just see the camaraderie of these riders. You know, when you're racing or doing something else, you're racing against the clock, but they all have their own run to accomplish. And so when they all get down, they're just stoked for each other. So let's take a look here from Chance on the replay.
Nice 3-whip. Yeah, well, as individual as these freestyle sports are, the team is actually in, you know, the brotherhood, you know, of all the riders that you ride with. So you may be on your own on the course, but the team is actually the whole competition. So you're actually always supporting each other, and you're wanting each other to do the best. Doesn't matter who wins, just get to the bottom of the hill, do the best you can do, and then everybody wins. Nice 720 there. I actually think this might take, no.
Let's have a look.
I can't gauge this one.
Well, and that's what started to happen.
It's too perfect, too perfect.
The variety of tricks we've now seen from all these different riders it's made a really big task for the judges. And, you know, because the features are quite unique, all the riders interpret them differently, throw different tricks down. So we've now seen a few runs that have gone super clean top to bottom, but now it's going to come down to those tricks, the combinations, the amplitude, and what that whole package is for that score.
Yeah, totally. And I think the best thing about that run right there was he landed everything perfect. He started off with a front flip off that drop. I don't even know where you'd start front flipping off a drop like that, but he made it look super easy.
And you can see our current standings here. Toby Millie in third with the 81.33, Lucas Hoopy 85.16, and Jake Atkinson with the 88.33. A little what he said, the near death. And you can stand by with Chance at the bottom here. We're gonna see what that run has scored him, like you said. Smooth and perfect.
Yeah.
83.40 into third place.
I'm good with it.
He is super hyped with that. He can hear, I'm good with that. Thank you, everyone. He's so stoked with that run.
All right, so now these guys get to go all or nothing in the last run.
Yes, sir.
All right, all or nothing on run number 2, but let's take a quick look at where we sit. So your top 8, Valentine Raymond, Nick Scorbarth, Vincent Raymond. I don't know this for sure, but those possibly could be brothers sharing the top 10. Orgad in 5th, Toby Millie in 4th, and then we just saw Chance dropping into 3rd with Lucas Hoopert and Jake Atkinson. And that rounds out our next top 16. And a few big names in there, Caden and Ben, looking for a little more with some hiccups in the bottom of the track. So if we catch them on run 2, especially Ted Oakley as well, we've got the very big possibility that things are gonna get shaken up after these second runs. And now we're gonna take a little bit of a recap of Jake Atkinson's run where he said, I nearly died, I'm never doing that double whip again. So let's pop back to the top, and Jed, what have you seen from this run from Jake?
So beautiful truck driver down that step down, landing perfectly into a cash roll. Like, that's rolling the dice. He's got those pretty consistent, but he's able to throw them in up the top of the course, whereas other guys will throw it into the bottom. Double whip. Down that step down, he actually double trucked the jump before it, which is huge as well. Flip whip over that. Alley-oop flare, no one's flaring that hip, and he's alley-oop flaring it. Racer down that step down, and 3-whip. And you know what? He's got more in the bag. I know he's got more in the bag. I'm not sure his own words if he's going to double whip that step down again, but you know what? I bet he won't be able to help himself, and I bet he will.
That's it. They always say that they're never going to do it again, and then they do it anyways. So we've looked at the winning run from the men. Now let's get back up to the top and check out Natasha Miller's current first place run.
Best thing I like about these women here is it's so inspiring for all the other women around the place. especially the young girls, because there's a whole lot of young women popping in and riding bikes and sending it. Yeah, that was gnarly. I definitely would not Suey that step down. She would, though. And this is why she's leading the woman. Bar back. That was actually bar back.
Yeah, she's throwing some incredible combinations, and that's what Natasha's made herself known for. Over last season, she had a few showcase events at Crankworx Joyride, and she's absolutely smashed it. So if we get the chance to see them on run number 2, we can't wait to see what Natasha's going to throw down. And checking out the city, we've talked a lot about Christchurch, this beautiful city we're visiting here, and we're going to take a look with local hero Sam Blenkinsop at what he gets up to.
Sit down and watch your man a live. Watch your man a own now, who a roll big. Sit down and a plan fi come put man for bridge. Remember when you dig hole that hole you fi dig. Circle little boy we all stop deal with. You say them a friend and them bad mind the style is the bomb, the dang, the dang, diggy diggy.
All right, and we have wrapped up the first runs for both the women and the men. This is our women's current start list. Mia Moore, unfortunately, wasn't able to drop in for her runs today, so we have Shaylin Reno, Patricia Druin, and Natasha Miller getting ready to rock and roll for their second runs. Summary of that first one, you know, Patricia had a super good one, Natasha had a super good one, Shaylin had a couple bit of tags. Oh, sorry, I'm getting some fresh information here. So we've just got 2 dropping for the final runs as we see the course crew working hard to make that corner as fast as possible so these riders can throw the biggest tricks they can on all those trick jumps. So we're looking for 2 female riders dropping from the top. That's going to be Patricia Druin and Natasha Miller dropping for run number 2. And that's sometimes the case. You know, you do run number 1, you see where you sit with the course, see where you sit with the conditions, and it's rider-led. You know, Shaylin has a big season coming up ahead of her on the Crankworx World Tour, and she's gonna opt to play it safe, play it smart, and keep herself fresh for the Maxis Slopestyle in memory of Kelly Magaza coming up in just a few weeks, and March 5th to 9th in Rotorua. Are you going to be visiting us in that one?
Absolutely, I will be. And just touching base on the guys like kind of tapping out, like this is a marathon, you know. It's the start of the season. So these guys have got a long season ahead. You don't always have to be doing everything all the time. You're there, you got the rundown, got the points on the board, happy with it. I mean, they didn't get much practice due to the wind, so you kind of got to play it safe, you know, you got to be smart. And I guess the older these guys get, the more professional they get, the wiser they get. So it's kind of showing with these women. Other 2 got runs on the board, so these other 2 are happy to drop it and send it, want to try and get a higher scoring, so excited to see how they do.
It also shows you just the stoke level of these women as well. Patricia, 2024 Red Bull Rookie of the Year. She's going to be in for the Crankworx World Tour. Natasha Miller, she's done Crankworx World Tour stops before, and she'll be back in the action again. So they're also just doing it for fun. Like, they just love competing and love riding these courses. So, you know, it's always that balance, being smart, but also just doing what you love, like you've said. So we're back up the top here.
And that's why
Patricia
you get into these
Druin.
sports, for no other reason other than it is absolutely the bee's knees, and it's what you love to do. Also, it almost becomes an obsession. All the best riders in the world become obsessed.
And here she is, Patricia Druin, dropping in for run number 2. Currently in second place, bar spin off the first one.
That's all right. She's got a run on the board. Looks like she's got bike problems. She landed a little bit low on that drop, but that's okay. She's still got a smile on her face, and that's the main thing.
That's it. She's stoked. And
broken bike. Good girl.
you
Good lady.
can hear the crowd getting behind her. Let's have a look. Something's happened there. Just potentially on the pedal, or yeah, it's a bit hard to see. But you know, like you say, if you don't get every single step of this perfect, that also includes your equipment. You might come off one of those drops, and I've certainly felt this before, where you land heavy on something and your pedal just like clicks and drops down, and it's even just made it wobble, or you don't have a good platform to push off of. So if that's the case, you can't then go throw down a combination trick off a huge ramp because the equipment isn't perfect. So they're weighing in all these factors as they, on the fly, as you're hitting a drop, you're in the air spinning, you land, and you have to make a split-second decision before going off that next jump. And I think that's probably what's happened to Patricia just then. Just something with the equipment didn't allow her to attack that next feature.
Especially in your last run, you know, that's when you're going to go ham and drop bombs. So you want everything to be perfect. And if your bike's not quite functioning correctly, you're not going to have the confidence to go dropping those hammers, as we call them in the sport.
The hammers and the tongs. So we're anxiously awaiting another run here from Natasha Miller. She's currently the leader, and I think that means it's a bit of a Vicky lap.
Yeah, glory run.
So let's see what Natasha opts to do, whether she's going to throw
still
down
drop bombs. Yeah.
or she's just going to go for a full lap and celebrate.
For the people. For the people, as we call it.
For the people.
Good lady.
Skeezing.
Yeah, nice, Natasha. This would be a nice feeling, actually, rolling down the hill, knowing you've taken it out.
And you can hear,
and just for the people, yeah,
big
Barry.
bar spin. You can hear that Christchurch crowd, the Otautahi crowd, getting behind Natasha on her victory lap.
Good on her. I'm stoked for her. She's got a huge future ahead. She's already taken out the first round of the year.
She's, taking the win on the first gold at our Christchurch Slopestyle event here, and she's going to be so stoked with that. That means she's going to have some opportunities to jump on the Crankworx World Tour this year. And we're going to take a quick look up to the top for some of the replays of her winning run. So she's T-bogged off that first drop into a big extended tuck no-hander.
So this is the run earlier that put her in the top of the points.
And the reason why is just the extension, the amplitude that we saw from Natasha. Getting those combinations in on all the different jumps. Bar spin to one for can.
How do you do that? Bar spin to can.
Do it,
You just do it?
Yeah.
Practice? It looks beautiful. You do it very well.
All right, so we're here with Natasha Miller after the victory lap. Natasha, how good does it feel to get to just do a full fun victory lap knowing you've taken the win here at the first gold event of the season?
Yeah, I mean, just feels sick to cruise down, have a fun lap. It's like really good. Yeah.
Yeah, outstanding. And what was the what have you been working on the off season? I loved all the different combination tricks. What's the off season look like for you when you're getting ready for the slopestyle season?
I mean, just like trying like lots of combos because like the judges really like that. And then like I really wanted to like flip it, but like didn't get the chance to, but
Didn't need to.
Didn't need to.
I want to.
And we're super excited to see that, you know, you've qualified now to get into some of these World Tour Crankworx Slopestyle events. What are you going to get up to between now and then to prep for those events?
Just going to go down to Queenstown, have some fun riding the sick stuff, and enjoy it.
Awesome.
Outstanding, amazing work, and we're really, really looking forward to seeing you at the Maxis Slopestyle in memory of Magaza over in Rotorua at the end or beginning of March.
Yeah, stoked for it.
See you Rotorua, Tasha.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Great
Natasha.
riding.
Thank you.
She wanted to put a flip in that run.
We are getting all set for the men's run number 2. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard here. Chance Moore in 3rd, Lucas Hoopy Hooper in 2nd, and Jake Atkinson holding down the top spot. Man, there's so many names in this list because we didn't have a qualifying round. We've got over 20 riders.
That's the first time we're seeing these guys ride. Like we're up here watching a bunch of practice, but it was pretty all over the show. Excited to see these Kiwis get another run. It's a great, absolutely stoked for them that they're able to be here on this platform, showing the world what they have. And I'm excited to see them just throw some bangers now. You know, they've already got one run out, so there's nothing more to leave on the line. You know, you don't leave anything on the line now. All or nothing.
All or nothing. And the other super exciting storyline is that, you know, we have some of those top riders who are already on the Crankworx World Tour, and those 2 wildcards are still on offer. So oh, here we go. Sorry, riders are on course. This is our first rider dropping in with a 360 X-up.
Yo, big old 3. Is this Sue?
We're gonna get an update of who's just dropping in for us here. Flip, invert.
Back table. Fronty. 270 bar on that hip.
One more hit to go.
Oh,
Cash roll X-up.
huge. I think that was a Cashy X-up, and they're so excited. Oh my goodness, look at the stoke on him.
You can actually feel the atmosphere these guys create when
That's Marlon Katz. He had
Oh, so he must have had bike issues or something earlier.
Yeah, he had a bit of a oopsie in run number 1, so he had all to play for. That's why he's so G'd up. Let's take a look at the replay here. 3X up off the drop, huge lofty 360 on this first jump. Nice tidy invert table on the hip. And this is where it started getting, the bangers started falling out of the sky. So the bombs started to drop.
Flip table or flip unturn down. Nice fronty, beautiful tuck on that. Almost a bit of like a barrel rolly fronty.
Yeah, a little corked out.
Yeah, still a front flip, but nice trucky, landing nice and high up there. So he's able to, see that nice pump he put in?
Yeah, and
he needed it
kept
for this.
The front wheel down to match the angle of the landing to get the speed for this.
Front cash roll X up, or front cork 720 X up.
And the craziest thing about throwing an X up in there is you could see it slowed down his rotation when he did the X up. So when he pulled out of the X up, he's accelerated the bike back around to bring it down smooth into the landing and then come into this insane celebration with the homies. And he has put the judges on blast here to have to work out where that run is gonna sit in the standings. And what we're seeing is a bit of a re-rack. So the way these slopestyle events works is run number 1 happens, and then based on the score that they achieved in run number 1, we re-rack the start list, and then we start again from the lowest scores go first. So you're gonna see those riders who maybe had a bit of a crash or a mechanical, they get to go first on the next run, and then the leaders at the end. So we're gonna see, you know, Jake Atkinson rounding out these runs, same as what happened with Natasha in the last run.
Gotcha. Okay, I was a little confused there what was going on. Amateur to this world, but I get it now.
Trick expert.
Yeah, I got the trick styled.
You got the trick styled.
But not the format.
And just again, if you're only tuning into the broadcast now, remember this has come to you 100% free, so liking and subscribing is going to be huge for us to keep bringing this content to you live. And let's take a look at Marlon's score, 68.16.
Nice.
He's so stoked with that.
And it's absolutely incredible to have such a high-level event in New Zealand, let alone in the beautiful Ōtautahi Christchurch. Absolutely blessed to have the Crankworx Summer Series kicking off the season here in New Zealand. Who we got dropping next?
I believe this is Dane Fulp.
Oh, we got the list right there. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, we've got it here. Dane Fulp coming up
Dane
next.
Fulp.
He had just 10 points on his first run. So, shot at redemption for Dane, but if you remember, he started off
Back foot
with
bar,
some
man.
bangers.
Oh my
Let's see if he
gosh.
goes again for the double whip or 3-whip.
3-whip bar. He's starting off strong here. Nice bar. Nice back foot down the step down. Oh, I think he's gearing up for some bar. What? Back foot bar whip. Tail whip.
Just
Come on,
bobbling
hold
that
it
foot a
together,
tiny
Dane.
bit, but he's
Hold
still
it
getting
together.
good speed.
Jump to go for Dane.
Bar, bar, bar.
Is that a flip triple bar?
Flip triple bar. Flip bar, bar, bar. AKA flip triple bar.
Well, and the
Wow.
difference,
Yeah,
I guess, is between he's catching the bars every single time and re-throwing them. Which
Yeah. I think it might be a little bit easier than slinging them. I'm not sure. I don't do that trick. 360 whip to bar. Nice bar, setting up for the step down. I think he was setting up for something a bit more on that step down than the flip, but he still executed it perfectly. Flip bar to whip. That's a big trick right there. Middle of the run as well. Like, he executed that perfectly, look.
And I think what he's done really well on this run, maybe building on his first run, is that he did some more conservative tricks up the top, still heavy tricks, but then he built on that and put his bigger tricks like this,
Bar,
flip,
bar.
bar, bar,
Yo,
bar,
there's a lot going on there.
down to the bottom. So he's really build and build and build throughout the run, which has gotten him clean to the bottom.
You know, if you're playing PlayStation, like, that's a lot of buttons you got to push.
That's a lot of buttons.
Let alone inside your mind. Like, you got to think about what the human mind's going through. Like, there, you're just going rut, rut, rut.
Yeah, and he's hanging out here with his mum, proud mum.
Mum come from Aussie too.
We love to see it.
That's awesome. I think these sports are definitely growing. Definitely growing when you got family, mums and dads coming.
Yeah, it's amazing to see. You know, the freestyle mountain bike world didn't necessarily used to have the platforms for you and your mum to travel to. So they're waiting together. Let's see what scores we've got. Dane Fulp coming all the way from Australia. Bit of a bobble in run one.
Yeah,
and
dude.
he's dropped in with a 77.66 into the top 5 in 5th place.
Good work. Shot. Oh, okay. I've ridden with this young fella up north before when he was on a BMX, so it's awesome to see him crossing over. Saul has a big old bag of tricks. Nice X up, mate. Come on, Saul, pull it together, bro. Oh, style for days this kid does. I just felt the wind pick up a bit there, which is a shame, but you know what? We drop in the wind in New Zealand.
That's it, and it's not phasing him at all as he's coming in with this huge fronty.
Oh my God, Saul!
We've lost him.
I can't see him.
But I think he's... Oh, he's still
Yeah,
going.
dude.
And he's coming into the finish here with a double flip. And he's greased it. I've lost Jed out of
my
pure
gosh.
excitement here.
Oh my gosh!
And you can see what an incredible
gosh.
moment for Saul Saunders.
Hey.
Had a bobble up top in his first run, and he's
Yes,
now
dude.
got a full, complete lap.
Yes. These kids are bringing a little bit of tears to my eyes.
What a mixture of style and bangers on the way
Yeah.
down. Double flip, that huge fronty on the jump before. Let's take a look at this replay.
Saul, he's definitely showing why he should be here. And he's only young too, so he's got a huge future ahead of him. Massive flip on that step down. That's no joke. I don't even know how these kids practice for that stuff. It's like they're just coming here and sending it straight live, raw dogging it.
You know what they
Huge front
say?
flip. Like, that front flip was perfect. I didn't know Saul could do this stuff. I haven't ridden with him for a while. Oh, his feet even fell off.
Then he put him back on.
He put him back on. He pulled so hard, his foot fell off. And then that double flip, that is absolutely textbook. Absolutely textbook. I'm so, so happy for this young fella. Oh, we here, mate.
All right, as we see Saul come into the finish line.
Dude, well done.
we've pinched him, and we have him with us here. Saul, How good does that feel to come to the bottom here into the finish corral with a full run?
It was honestly harder just to hold on after the whole lap. So windy, insane feeling to actually get a run down. So stoked.
Oh, man, congratulations.
Dude, that was phenomenal. You like that double flip over. I didn't know you could even front flip or double flip. You've been working hard. You've been practicing, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see it. It's good to see you be able to throw it down and land your stuff, mate.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's good. Good feeling.
Appreciate you.
And Saul, what does it mean to you to have an event like a gold level FMB slopestyle event come into the South Island in Otatawa, New Zealand?
Dude, it's awesome because we don't really have any slopestyle stuff in Christchurch at the moment, so it's good to have a course and an event. So awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, and this course is going to stick around here for you to train on. And so, I mean, what's that look like for you? Are you going to be here every day? What's the plan?
Yeah, after the body recovers, I'll try to get here a bit. Yeah,
Mate.
It's insane course.
It'll be recovered tomorrow. You're young.
Yeah.
Hey, well done, dude.
Cheers, bro.
Really stoked for you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you
Where
so
you
much.
at?
Congratulations. We're going to hang out with us. We're going to check out your scores coming up here on the screen. And it's a 45.33
nice.
in the
Climb some
15th.
ranks. Doubled it.
Mate, congratulations. Great work.
Shots all. Well done, bro.
Chiwi.
That was sick. What a nice young fella. I think he's got a huge future ahead.
Unreal.
Absolute huge future ahead.
And just so cool to see, you know, he's in his hometown and he got to do a double flip in front of all his friends and family. That's nuts. So we have Callum Holloway, another Kiwi, dropping in.
Yo, nice racer. Yeah, huge steez over that.
And he's used a part of the landing I haven't seen anyone else land on yet.
He's going to drop some hammers down the bottom here. Nice big old flip. Yeah, boy.
Oh, just going a little deep, a little over-rotated. And he can't.
He bounced pretty hard. He looks pretty hearty. That was a nice dip 360. Just couldn't quite undip it.
Sometimes when you get a little too dipped, you can't undip.
Yeah, he forgot the chips with that dip.
Yeah, just all dip, no chip.
Yeah, the chips might have balanced it. There's a big old table. He went massive on that jump.
And we've got a couple replays here, but he hasn't stopped. He's a showman through and through, so I think he's going to pop back up on this landing here. Oh, possibly not. We're just watching, but look at the style, like you said, looking over that right shoulder, dipping in that 360.
Just a subtle over-rotate.
And that's all it takes, just a small amount, and we're going to cut back to him here live. Little steez on the hip, and he's going to do this one for the fans.
For the people. That's what you do. You give the people what they want.
Oh, no! He's gone for a double flip again. This guy's unstoppable. And that it shows you what it means to have an event like this at home, putting a show on for the crowd and just going for it.
I can't believe these kids are just dropping doubles seems so normal.
Just readily.
It's not normal. I mean, I'm so grateful he got out of that. You know, your best trick in these sports is actually being able to crash, and he just went backflip into the next flip and managed to get out of that safely. To me, that's the best trick in action sports.
Yeah, the escape route trick. And we just saw his score pop up, his second run, just a 19, so he's not going to better his score, but look, he's so stoked. He's okay. He's dropped some heavy bangers, and we're going to head back up to the top with another, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, community hero, Jaden Fleming.
Absolutely. Jaden is a phenomenal person.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Jaden's behind him. This isn't Jaden. This is going to be... I'll try to get eyes on him.
360,
Liam Bayless.
Oh, yeah, Liam had some hammers before.
Yeah, from Vancouver
Double flip
Island.
down, step down. That's right. This
That's
was this
what
guy.
went squirrely last time.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
He's kept the feet on. 360 tail whip on that next
Liam.
big jump.
Flare
Into a
on the
flare.
hook. Oh, he's got, come on, he's got one to go. Come on, bro. Come on, Liam. Come on, Liam. This is going to score very...
Front flip tuck.
Nice. So,
yes.
Honestly, I think that double flip down the step down is going to score him very high because that's super dangerous. He also flipped bar spin, dropped the top into
Look
that.
at him. He's so stoked.
I want to see the replay. I want to see the replay again.
Yeah, we had a shuffle up the top.
banging.
So this was Liam Bayless flip bar.
Bar spin, flip, flat drop. Yeah, 3 Indy. I thought it was a 3-seat grab Indy, super Indy. One hand, 1 foot, but a style, but he had to do that to set up for this. Double backflip down a step. Oh, it took a huge old look. That's how much time he had. You don't normally get to look on double flips, but he got to take a huge look. What was on this one? 3 whip, and he goes to bar, doesn't he? No, 3 whip, perfect. All good. Nailing it. Oh, and that's right, he goes to flare on this hip. This is going to be a really high-scoring run. I think this is going to put him in potentially into top 5, but we will see. I could be wrong, but the thing that sets this run apart is he's landed everything perfect, and he had that monster double flip down the drop, and he started it off with a bar spin backflip
so he's
off a flat drop. A backflip off a flat drop's hard enough, let alone throwing a bar spin as well. If you think about it, you're trying to hold the bars while you're flipping, but these guys are letting go, spinning the handlebars. So that's a lot of control. That's a lot of bike control.
Yeah, it's an outstanding amount of bike control. It's all happening in such a short period. So he's anxiously awaiting his scores, and we're keeping our eyes right now on Dylan Fulp. So right now he's sitting himself in position to get that wild card spot into the Maxxis Slopestyle in memory of Bagaza. So we're going to keep an eye on that wild card position because, you know, we have some of those World Tour athletes who are going to be competing at all the stops, but some of these other riders, that's the side quest, right? It doesn't matter if they don't necessarily win, they can still win that wild card, and that's a game changer for their career, right? If they get into one of these World Tour stops, like what's that going to mean?
That's your ticket. It's like the golden ticket into the big league, you know? Like that's the elite league. That's the pro ranks. Like you make that series, mate, that's like you achieving the pathway to the pinnacle.
That's right.
That's what makes the Crankworx Summer Series so beautiful, is it's creating a pathway for young athletes to make it to the pro ranks.
And that's right. And that World Tour Slopestyle series is so elite. We've seen the few that get to stay on that tour, they hold on to those spots like their life depends on it, you know? So having a Summer Series event and a ticket to access that is insane. Let's see Liam Bayless.
I think he's got it.
Jed's confident. 84.33 into 3rd place.
Yeah, boy.
Let's go, dude. Come on. Stoked. Hi, Mom.
Saying hello to Mom, of course. Good Canadian boy. We've got Jaden Fleming up the top.
Okay, Jaden Fleming, one of my boys. Come on, brother. Oh, he's going to go fronty, I betcha. I just know Jaden's style.
Fronty on the first jump.
Oh, come on, Jaden. Hold it together.
Huge.
Big old backheel. Yeah, boy. Jaden is
super clean on that landing, so
flip.
fast.
He's going double. Oh,
yes, Jaden.
One of my most favourite people in action sports in New Zealand is this man because of his huge heart, his huge smile, and he's always so positive. Cashy.
Oh, and he might have just set a little early on that one, like didn't quite get all the pop. So you can see he had a ton of forward momentum, maybe not quite the height and the amplitude that he needed to get that rotation around, but look at him.
He's the man. He actually learnt those in my backyard.
No way.
Cash rolls, yeah.
The fun facts that we get off of Jed. So where these tricks have been learned just shows.
We've got one of the biggest foam pits in the Southern Hemisphere, actually, at the Franklin Farm, and took it all. So it's where a lot of these guys from up north come to train and practice and learn stuff. So, yeah.
And a kudos to you, you know, for investing in the younger generations. You got to lead the charge on freestyle BMX, and you know, maybe what does that mean to you to see this pathway and this progression being available through the Crankworx Summer Series and the Gold Slopestyle Cup?
Oh, it's huge. Like if I was to put myself in these kids' shoes, you know, 20 years ago when I started, there'd be way more of me. You know, it wouldn't have been only one.
Totally. And here we are with Jaden. He wasn't able to better his score in run number 2. Boom. Sorry, we're just giving some props to the local boy, but you know, he's just such a personality on the Crankworx World Tour. We've seen him in tons of speed and style events. We're going to see him in more pump track finals this season. So congrats to Jaden. And we're heading back up to the top with Ted Oakley, who started off run one with heavy hitters, many combo tricks, and then he just came unstuck about halfway down the course. So we know he's got a big run up his sleeve if he can put it together. Let's take a look.
Yo, nice trucky. 360 bar down the step down. Oh, 3 tuck to bar. Landing that, still getting away. Bit of a foo-fanoo on the landing. 360 inward there. With 270. Nice flip down the step down. Nice.
Oh no, he's gone
okay,
deep.
lucky he's safe. I'm happy he got out of that because that can be the most catastrophic crash in two-wheel sports is the front flip over rotating. If you don't get out of that, that can be diabolical, and he got out of it, so I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
As is everyone here. No one wants to see carnage like it, so I'm happy he got out.
Well, and one of the things that Ted was doing so well was carrying great momentum. You didn't see him having to pedal too much to clear those jumps, and you know, unfortunately, just went a little bit big on that last one. So he's gonna take a look. You can hear the crowd cheering, supporting him. That means Ted's up. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's frothing. He's, you know, sometimes you have to just do the quick body scan. Check everything out. Head, shoulders, knees, toes.
Yeah. And the full face helmet is so important in these sports. Protect the face, protect the jaw. You only get one face.
You only get one face. You only get one brain.
You only get one brain, and more particularly.
Yeah.
And the brain is yeah, the most valuable organ in the body, so you need to look after that. We need to look after that as riders.
And here he goes, just for fun.
Flare.
To crank into a flare like that just from one landing roll and shows you the skills and just the
nice backy.
Easy no-look backflip. Ted gonna be disappointed that he didn't get the full run he wanted, but he's got the skill set. We're gonna see more and more of this young man in the future, no doubt. Let's take a look here at what he's got. A 34, not bettering his first run. Just check out the amplitude on that.
Unfortunate, just went a bit too far. I guess that elusive day's headwind on that jump changed, and I can actually feel it's changed here, so it made him go a little bit further. If you're kind of planning on, you know, compensating for that headwind, it was no longer there.
Yeah, and that's it. The course stays the same, but the conditions and the nature can constantly change. So these riders have to be adaptable. And we are getting a beautiful look at the course. We're gonna head back up top with Lion Hildahl, our youngest competitor in the event at just 14 years old.
14.
He's come all the way across from the US.
I think it's fair to say this kid has a heart of a lion.
For sure. And you know what? He's just been all buzz the whole time we've seen him in practice. He had an awesome first run. And just to be here, the experience that he's getting towards his future. He's 14.
Yeah.
He can't even travel by himself yet to go to a world tour.
I was talking to him earlier. I was talking to his mother earlier, and I was like, he's got another like 30 years in this.
Exactly. And
I'm 38, and I still think I've got another 30 years.
That's right. And that's the community that gets built out here, right? Is we can take a quick look at all the other activities and events that have been taking place at Christchurch Adventure Park here. And you can see on your right-hand side of the screen, this jump jam that kicked off with all the local riders mixing it up with the pro riders on the mulchi up here at the park. And that's what it's all about.
And how cool is it for these kids to have somewhere to go and progress like that? Christchurch Adventure Park is definitely facilitating the next professional athletes in freeride mountain biking. Like, those jumps are so important. The facilitation of safe progression is absolutely important to all young people. I mean, when we were growing up, we had to learn it to water.
That's it, yeah, learn it to water.
Yeah.
I think we just learned it into less hard dirt. So
less hard dirt.
We're gonna head back up to the top.
Get a bit of a mattress
where
out.
We've got Lion Hildahl getting ready, getting set. Again, just 14 years of age.
Come on, Lion. You got this, dude. My money's on you, bro.
X up on the first drop.
Oh, mate, if he's already got 360s out at 14, his future is huge. Nice one-hand table there. Oh, beautiful air down that step down. Wind's picked up a bit down here in the booth, so... Oh, flip it!
No way!
Oh my gosh! Oh, his seat fell off.
He's lost his seat. And he's like, do I keep going?
Oh, no, he should have
Mom,
kept
what should I do?
No!
Oh, look, that is a win for Lion Hildal at 14 to throw one of the most stylish 360s we've seen.
And a
He's
flip
so
whip.
stoked into a flip whip.
14-year-olds do not backflip tail whip.
Well,
but this
apparently they
14-year-old
do.
does.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Let's take a
that must
look.
be because he's got the heart of a lion. He's going to have a super
Look at
career
the
ahead of him.
style on that 3.
How did his seat fall off?
I think he's just like maybe when he's caught the bike again. Let's take a closer look here.
You know what? It's probably the
Flip
safe
whip.
thing to do to stop.
Caught
because
it.
you don't want to land with no seat on.
Oh, he might have come down onto the seat a bit. And it's just flopped off. Bonk.
Yeah, it's a good thing he stopped. He's still got the seat pole out.
There'd be nothing worse
Danger.
than catching a seat post.
No, we
In the
don't need. We
backside,
don't need
so
to.
we'll
We don't
avoid
need
that.
to explain that.
So some very sensible decision making
Yeah.
from the young man, Lion Hildal.
Oh, I've just met that kid today, and I think he has got an amazing future. His mum's brought him all the way over from Utah. He's riding with incredible people, John Beathers and whatnot in Utah, and that's the super ramp technology where all the big ramps are being made in the world. So he's a very, very fortunate boy. I guess he's creating his luck. You know, you create this luck in your world. You be good at it, and the world, the universe will provide.
Well, and that's it. You don't just get to be able to do backflip tail whips by, seeing it on TV and then just trying it one day. That's hours and hours and hours of work and practice he's put in. You know, he's only 14, but he's still put in his thousands of hours of work, and that's what's got him here, and that's why we're so excited to see what he's got in the future. And look he's already 14 and he's got the fan club.
Yeah, well, it's inevitable, right? 14, like the kids are always aspiring to be like the kids around, you know? Like we do shows up north and it's always the kids getting the best reception from the crowd because it's relatable.
100%.
You know, you see these older guys, you see big kids on little kids' bikes.
That's it. And here
like
he
myself, and it's not as relatable as a young fella.
Yeah, so
like
he wasn't
Lion.
able to better his first run score, in his second run. But like we say, emotional, personal victory for him today. And we're
Totally.
back up the top with the Canadian boy, Ben Thompson from Squamish, British Columbia, 21 years old. Jad, let's see what he's got.
Prime time at 21. Oh my gosh, front flip down that drop. Oh, trucking it down whip, nailing that perfect. Topside tail whip, normal tail whip. Bar backy down the step down, holding it together. Come on, Ben. Yo, huge fronting tuck. See how high he went?
And so clean again. And look.
Oh, bar back, I believe.
Bar back.
270. I think that was a bar back.
Let's see what he's got on this last jump.
Oh, he landed it. That's what the tricky crashed on earlier.
Yes,
360
Benny.
double
Look
down
at
whip.
Jake Atkinson has
Yeah,
jumped
boys.
him in the finish line behind us here.
They almost bowled us over. That's how much excitement there is.
I'd be willing to take the hit on that one. And you can see what it means to all these riders to see their friends come down. We're going to take a quick look at this replay. Super toddy front flip on that first drop from Ben. This is the highlight for me. The
truck driver to down whip, 360 bar spin, downside tail. You were saying earlier, Reese, that Ben has a chance of being right up there. And I think this run is testament to that.
100%.
Bar backy down the step down.
We're going to see Ben Thompson on all the Crankworx World Tour stops. So this is
Runny tuck.
him just honing in his runs, putting, he's from Canada, so not too many opportunities at the moment to be riding really
That was
sick
bar
tracks.
back. So that's actually a back trail. Believe it or not,
That's called a
trick.
back
That's
trail.
called a back trail. 360 bar spin back. I believe it may have been created by Ryan Nyquist. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Look, I'm not going to argue
BMX
with
legend.
you when it comes to tricks, that's for sure.
But yeah, landing that perfect 360 double downside tail. Look, falling into us. Oh, mate, the excitement and the hype is real. And Ben, you're going right up there on that point list with that run. You just nailed it. Absolutely unreal. And I cannot wait to see how the judges respond to that run.
Yeah, we can just see the crowd filling in here. You can hear the chatter of everyone. That run from Ben Thompson has got the hype going here at Christchurch Adventure Park. What a perfect setting to have this event on a gorgeous Sunday morning. We're getting ready for some scores. We're down here with Ben's anxiously awaiting.
Oh,
what
the
is
nerves
that
are
score
real.
going to be?
The excitement's real. The anticipation's real. What's it going to be?
Here we go.
Top 3 for sure. Oh,
80
top 6.
into
Good.
6th place.
Oh, good.
He's okay with that.
Yep, that's good.
And
like you're saying, though, Reese, he's in the series, so he's just getting some good old practice and some good old time on the bike in front of people, and you know, you just get better and better, like wine, you know, fine wine.
And speaking of better and better, Caden Ingersoll looking to improve on that first run.
Double trucky down the step down. Oh, cork 7. Caden's got what it takes to go on the top here. Downside tail whip.
And Caden's got some fans in the
Bar
crowd.
spin, tail whip, backflip down the step down, around that corner. Oh, yep. Bar 360 bar spin, truck driver to downslip. Oh, my favorite trick. 270 invert. Come on, dude. What are you going to end with? Oh, windshield wiper. It was a windshield wiper. 360 he was going for.
I don't give a shit.
Pardon the French.
That,
He is not
I believe that might just go to the top of the ranks. Not only was it smooth, he had great variety in his tricks, and he had bangers nearly every jump. And you can tell by the excitement down here, he nailed exactly what he was going for. Caden, well done, my friend.
And that energy at the bottom pretty much sums it up for me. You know, they're here to throw down a score, but it's just the run that they want, that they're looking for. So if you catch this replay, you can see he was smooth, he was composed, combinations on all the tricks. This backflip bar spin to tail whip on that step down is psycho. People are struggling to make that jump, and he's doing triple combos on almost every single feature. So that's why I think the judges are really going to reward him on this run. Is there was zero filler. It was all killer, no filler.
And for him to not even be in the top 10 before this run, and this is his last chance to make a stance, and then him to, you know, deal with that pressure and then drop a run as perfect as that, shows why he is now got a beautiful helmet deal, which is kind of the pinnacle in these sports, you know. You're always trying to attain a helmet.
100%.
Because that's when you get paid. That's when you make money. That's when this becomes your career and your life.
And that's it. It's been a big transition for him from last season, where he was 2024 Rookie of the Year.
Ooh, the boy,
now
look at this
joining
love.
us on
Look
the
at the
Crankworx
love.
World Tour. They're all with him. His boys are standing by. Let's see what the score comes in at. 93.66
Jake
in the
was
first
just
place.
down there saying, beat
Caden
me. Come on, beat
Ingersoll
me.
showing
Yeah.
why he was the 2024 Rookie of the Year and why he will be joining us on all of the Crankworx World Tour stops this season. Caden.
Come on, Monty.
Yeah, Caden.
And he is pumped. He's so stoked
Come over, Jan.
with his new setup.
I think you're going to be on with us. Oh, we got one.
We're
Well
grabbing
done.
Caden a mic.
Thank you. Appreciate that, boys.
We
I just want to say,
we appreciate watching you drop it with all that pressure, last chance to shine, and you nail it.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even know really. I'm still kind of trying to process what happened, but I don't know. Always do a bit better under the pressure. You know, I feel you get a little bit more energy going. You have a bit more confidence. So yeah, stoked it worked out.
And that's why you're going to be the future force to be reckoned with, right?
Oh, thank you.
You got so many years ahead.
Yeah, let's just every time is a learning experience. So just
Well,
learn
enjoy it, bro. Enjoy
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Enjoy that.
Dude, congrats. Oh, what an incredible run, and there's still more to come. We've got Flynn Robinson back up the top, 49 in run number 1, and Flynn is going to be looking to up that score here in run number 2.
Yo, let's go, Flynn. Kiwi boy. Yo, style for days. Like, no one's doing big kickouts like that, and he just did what we like to dub a moto whip. Oh, tuck down the step down. Flynn's a lovely boy as well. Huge future ahead. Oh, underflip. No one's underflipping. Oh, a little bit of monster trucking, but he held it on. Over that hip, down the step down, pedaling for his dear life. What do you got over the last? Come on, Flynn. Oh, Superman seat grab. I need to take a pointer out of his book because that Superman seat grab is textbook.
Yeah, the extension that we saw on that Superman seat grab. And he's made a bit of a social media shake-up with tricks like that. You've seen him doing superseders on those big jumps down in Queenstown. And let's take a look at the style from Flynn on this run here in the replay.
Yeah, Flynn is only a young fella, you know, and for him to get the opportunity to be in the Crankworx Summer Series down in Ōtautahi, Christchurch is absolutely phenomenal. This is going to make him very hungry, give him the motivation that he needs.
Did you see that?
Carry on. That's what I called the monster truck earlier.
I missed that on the live run. He's corked out that underflip so much that he's had to ride the batter.
He had to go monster trucking.
Full monster trucker.
Thanks.
And we are going to be standing by here and see what score is going to drop for Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn's got a huge future ahead of him. I'm really excited for him, and yeah, I love to hang out and ride with him, so it's neat to see him here on this stage.
Yeah,
good work, Flynn.
And he's on a 40.66, so not bettering his score, but he's getting involved, and the young crew here in Christchurch, so incredible to see them, you know, signing autographs for becoming heroes, local heroes for the younger riders in town. And we're back up to the top with James Anguillo coming from the US.
Anguillo, that's a really awesome last name. Anguillo, maybe Italian? Don't want to call it, but.
And here he is, dropping in for run number 2.
What do you got? Nice, perfect 360, almost over rotating, but landed perfectly at the top. Another 3 to Fufanu. No, not really, but it was 3. Nice jump over that hip. Yo, big old step down. Get it, James. Nice tuck. Wind's picking up a bit, guys, down here. As you can see, nice bar spin. What do you got, James? Bring it home, mate. Beautiful backflip. Very, very textbook backy.
And he's going to be stoked with that. You know, another clean run in the books. He's happy. He said he's gone a bit too fast into some of the features, so not maybe able to throw every single trick he wanted, but he's come down clean. If you look at that, that's maybe what he's talking about. A little fast, a little bit maybe over-rode a little to have
OJ as we call it.
OJ.
OJ as we call it in the sport. Over jump. That's a big OJ, mate. But yeah, he's looking good. James has also got a big future. He's here. He's doing it. He's loving it. He's enjoying it. Down here with the fans. This is what riding bikes is all about. Having fun with your mates and doing the best that you can do.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And you can see it's also been for these riders about putting on a show here. Looking at this amazing crowd, and James is signing autographs while we wait on that score, a 41.66, so he's going to hang on to that first run score of 52.83, and you know, he's stoked with that. He's coming here and put on an amazing performance, so he's going to be pumped, and he's going to leave with his head up, ready for the next event.
Mr. Anguillo, well done. Who we got up next?
We're back at the top with Valentin Raymond, all the way from Germany, currently in 13th place.
One of the potential brothers.
One of the brothers.
Beautiful 3. Landing halfway down, getting a bit more pedaling for the next one. Oh, textbook backflip tail whip there. Nice 270, landing nice and high. Oh, he's gearing up for something there, but there was a nice big flip down that drop. That's no joke, that drop.
Huge fronty.
Oh, he did a combo there. I couldn't quite see it on the camera. I think it might have been a no-hander. Unfortunately, landing a little bit low. That's all right. The main thing is he's safe, and he got away from it. Would have been ideal for him to land it, but that's okay that he didn't. He's still all right. Beautiful backflip tail whip there. These guys have got wonderful style on their flip whips. Must be the big bikes and the big wheels, like the way it's making them rotate.
Yeah, it's almost like a bit off axis.
It was a no-hander.
flip whips.
It was a no. Yeah, it's a little bit of a cork spin, but nonetheless, still a backflip.
And this is one of the factors that these riders are dealing with, where you're coming into that jump that's sometimes wind affected, and now it's gone quite still. He maybe was trying to carry speed for what he thought he needed, and then went a little bit deep. So constantly adapting and changing their speed and pop on the fly. So you can see his bars have rotated a little bit under, so
And
not going to be able to complete that run.
And maybe what some of the viewers out there may not know about front flips is you actually go further because you're actually pushing forward. So you don't want as much speed when you're doing a front flip. You can actually it's kind of a jump sometimes that if you case the jump before, you fill it in with a front flip. But these guys are front flipping for lunch now because it's lunchtime.
All right, as we look at this beautiful view of Christchurch Adventure Park, we've got Nick Schuboff up at the top. Another German rider. He had a good run on the first one with a 64, but he's got more in the tank.
Truckee off the step down, 360 bar. Yeah, nice dip 3. I think his foot come off then. Nice flare on that hip. What's he got down the step down? Beautiful 360. He's getting some speed for this step up. Nice 360. Couldn't quite see the combo there if he did one, but nice air over that hip. Oh, he's cheering. Hey, this is for the fan. This is for the people, this run, guys. Oh, yo. Ōtautahi Christchurch, that was for you. Could see him fist pumping halfway down the run. And that right there is a showman. He's having fun. He's enjoying it. He's exhausted. I bet he's so exhausted because he forgot to breathe down that hill. One thing you do when you're doing freestyle is you forget to breathe. You hold your breath over the jumps. Before long, you're at the bottom of the hill and you're absolutely exhausted. And then he shows he's pretty exhausted right now. But well done. I like the flares. He must definitely be a skate park rider throwing tricks in like that. That 360 down the step down, that is no joke. He landed that perfectly and then he was macking it through here. Oh, yeah, I didn't think there was a combo there, but it's all good. He still made that 360 look absolutely beautiful. And then styling out a 360 over the last jump. Scores are in. Look at that smile. That's what it's all about. I said it a few times today, but we ride bikes because it's fun. These guys ride bikes because it's fun. And the smile on that face is a testament to that. Well done.
That good at it, it's a pleasure for all of us to watch and enjoy.
Totally. You didn't, but he was fist pumping halfway down the run.
That's
like, amping the crowd up. It was so sick.
All right, back up the top.
Vincent?
Brother Vincent Raymond.
Drop. I'm absolutely, these backflip drops are absolutely blowing me away because there's no takeoff there. How do you flip off no takeoff?
It's almost like a manual into it.
Triple bar spin backflip, down the step down. Mate, he's going for gold. Oh, 360 to monster truck.
He's gone.
Oh, he's got the monster truck technique too.
He's on a mountain bike, that's allowed. We just call that a free ride line. That's totally fine. Let's see if we can pull it back together.
Yo, that's honestly, that triple bar spin backflip down that step down is no joke.
And you know what? He had a good score in run number 1 to lean on, so he's gone for it. And you can see him just stoked on that step down triple bar. Let's take a look at the replay. How corked out this 360 is with a bar spin. I know it's a truck driver, but it almost doesn't look like one because he's so dipped on that 3. And this is the highlight.
All right. Busy fingers there.
And look at,
see him catch the bar upside down and then, see, that's what the beauty of these sports are. It's like the fast twitch muscle fibers and then your cognitive to muscle communication, being able to go he caught the bar upside down after 3 bar spins and then had the time. It's almost like time slows down in these moments. And he was able then to put it up the other way. That there is what makes these sports so, so special.
And so impressive, right? You don't get to practice. You never practice that.
No.
You're not planning to,
No.
oh, I'm just going to try catching the bars upside down to figure it out. Let's cut to the bottom. He's signing autographs. He's stoked, and he's got a 50.33 on run 2. So sticking with run number 1, leaving him in 11th place. He is stoked with that.
Bike ninjas, we'll call them.
Full ninja mode. It's insane.
Freestyle ninjas, we'll call them.
Freestyle ninjas. We've got another freestyle ninja up at the top here. Orgad, all the way from Israel. So he's made a big trip.
What an awesome name.
And a big
He's in
score
ninth at the moment.
on his first run.
360 bar spin, aka truck driver. 3 whip to bar. A lot going on in that triple combo. In down. Tuck flip, bit more held than his last one, racking up those points. Nice backy, couldn't quite see what he comboed there.
Look at
huge
this
360 tuck, 270 tuck, sorry. Yeah!
Oh, what a run for Orr. I think he's probably going to hang on to that first run, but
Good work, bro, good riding.
man, outstanding performance from him. The amplitude that he was getting, how clicked, like how much he had extension on this flip tuck on the step down. That's a hard jump to clear.
And the combos, like there's a triple combo there. And I love the style of that trick. It's an inward table. As he better tuck flip than his first one, he held that one, racking up those points, as we say in the game
And he set up on that flip, and you could see he was ready to throw a bar spin maybe or a tuck, and he just didn't quite get it, but still finishing with a bang.
And look how high he caught that. He caught that way up there. He could definitely throw some combos in that in the future if he doesn't already have them.
And look at this beautiful audience we have here today. And Orr's just awaiting his second score, dropping in at a
even higher.
75. He's gone
Nice.
higher than run
Nice.
1, dropping himself into 9th place.
Beautiful.
And he's bumped up a couple positions.
smiling.
He smiled. He's stoked with that.
Again, it's what these sports are about. Putting smiles on, not only on your own face, but on others' faces, but more so for yourself. And he was very happy with that. So, job well done, Orgad.
And it's not over. It's not over, Jed. We've got our last 6 riders. Toby, Millie, we saw a course preview from him earlier, and he had a big first run. He's gonna be willing to throw it down.
Backflip, drop. Blows me away every time. Dane Seals styles, 360 seat grab, Indy. Nice whip, all good. Regathering, recouping, bar spin to tuck, backy down the drop. Yo, deep cork 7, aka 360 backflip in my opinion. 270 over the hip. Oh, going for that tuck again. Into another deep cork 7.
What an incredible run.
Beautiful. Style for miles there from Toby.
And similar to his other one, and look how pumped he is. He's just dusted us out in here, so thanks for that, Toby.
Thanks, Toby.
But look at this replay, corking it out. I like that he's jumped far right to make sure he has the speed for this next huge 360
And that
Indian air.
That 360 seat grab Indy doesn't get any better than that. That is phenomenal. Nice tail up, all good that he regathered the pedals there to be able to get back on and then hit that step down.
And just a small bobble, but in this top 6, that's gonna make all the difference. So he's in 6th place. That little bobble is gonna cost him, but he also had so much energy and amplitude in this run, so it could just as much outweigh it. So we'll see what he was able to do. He had an 81.33 in his first run, and he's looking to better that score here with run number 2.
Landing nice and high on that hip too. Dude, it was 720 one way and 720 back the other. It was both ways. You do go both ways. Normal and opposite. I knew it. Well done. Dude, that's sick.
So we're checking out, and we've just done a little bit of market research by talking to Toby here. Those Cork 720s, Tobes,
ambidextrous,
are both directions.
It was a heavy one to do. I planned that for so long to learn like both ways. And yeah, I'm kind of dialed on those now. Stoked on it.
And cool that you can put it together when it matters in a run.
Yeah, it's I did nothing in practice. I'm like the war dog guy, you know?
Oh, yeah, sweet.
So why should I do my tricks in practice when I do them all year long? So
No, that's it.
Do them when I need to, and that's it.
I know a lot of
Just
guys.
want to have fun like all the boys. We have so much fun out here. It's the best time of my life.
Man.
Yeah,
And
boy.
Toby.
I know lots of guys that win practice, but you go the other way around.
Yeah, I just want to enjoy the time with the boys.
We're going to look up here on this screen and we're going to see where these scores have landed for you. So let's take a look. 81.33 on the first run. 81.16.
Okay.
good.
Maintaining that sixth place, but Toby, this means you have secured yourself one of the wildcard spots.
Oh my God!
Really?
Going to Rotorua.
Huge! He's going to Rotorua for the Maxis slopestyle in memory of Magaza. We've just blown his mind.
God.
Hang on to that.
Oh, sorry.
So how does that feel? You're going to the big leagues.
I mean, I knew there were 2 wildcard spots. I didn't plan to get one. I just, I came here, have fun. It worked out.
Well, it looks like we're going to be keeping you in Aotearoa longer in New Zealand. So congratulations on such an amazing run, and we can't wait to see you in Rotorua.
Thank you.
You'll have to come to the Franklin farm. The foam pit, come ride.
I'll have to, thank you.
You'll be part of your wild card.
Toby's plan in practice. But we're going back up to the top with our current 5th place rider, Chance Moore. He had an 83.40 in run number 1. And his run was clean. Like, it was clean and controlled. So we've said he's got a good base to build on. And now he's going to put all the bells and whistles on it.
And I thought those 720s were one the other way and one back the other. I didn't think he'd be doing back-to-back 7s. I believe the first one was his normal way and the second one was his opposite way, because the second one he was going to his front foot and the other spins at the top of the hill he was going away from the front foot. So he's a regular rider, not a goofy rider.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But that's so cool. I'm so happy for him. I can't wait for him to ride with him up north. I'm only 40 minutes from Rotorua, so I hope he comes and stays and hangs out.
And here we go. Chance is on course. And he is looking to make his way up on the podium, move out of that 5th place spot, and he's going to do that if he can keep this run going. Huge combos to kick it off. What are we seeing on this step down?
Yo.
Flip bar to can.
Oh. So that was a normal 7.
Tidy. Huge amplitude. He's got a 270 bar on the hip. Coming into this final jump. Let's see what he's got. Front flip, tuck to can.
Yo, comboing it up. That's going to be really difficult as well. Taking the hands off, putting them back on, and then putting your foot, over the bike. Like, that's no joke.
That's no joke. And Chance already in the crowd, slapping high fives with this Otautahi Christchurch audience. But look at this run. He built so well on his first run. He had big tricks in this one, but he's just added those extra bits. Look at that 3-whip, adds the bar spin.
3-whip to bar.
Tidy
That was a
in
really
there.
stylish table. It was almost an undown because it was straight up, it wasn't upright.
And then same again,
Flip
he's
can.
done flip bar, added the can as that little extra bit of spice into this massive Crankworx 720.
Or almost 360 backflip, like he's going so upside down, but it was still a cork. He was corking. Nice chucky, 270 bar. Yeah, got the hands off to can. That's it.
And as he comes into this final jump with that huge front flip tuck to can, it's a trick we haven't even seen by anyone else today, and just so incredibly built on that run. Was that the plan, to set down like a really solid run and then run 2, just let it all hang out there?
Yeah, that was definitely the plan. I was stoked on that, and then I was stoked on getting that second run cleaned up, added a couple more tricks. Yeah. It was good.
What were the tricks you added? Because there's so many things that happen, I couldn't keep track.
I just was focusing on keeping it smooth, keeping it fun.
You did that.
I added the 3-up bar on the top, and then I added the fronty tuck can on the bottom, and then the rest was the same. But I'm always stoked to get that fronty drop done. So
Yeah,
it's a good one.
that's gnarly, dude.
And yeah, just enjoying it, just cruising, staying flowy with it. It's my favorite.
And dude, like you said, stoked to get that fronty drop done. What what brings you to think about kicking off a run with such a high risk maneuver?
Just for the adrenaline, for the love of it, really.
Yeah.
You know, you just every time you go for it, you're just like launching yourself forward, and it's
All blind.
it's awesome. Yeah, it's real fun. It's a good one.
Yeah, and then same thing, like have you been working on those front flip variations in the off season, or like you're from Canada, so where are you training? How are you keeping sharp on all these tricks?
So yeah, I'm training like at my house. I have an awesome training facility down in like Vancouver, Langley area. So I've been doing that, and then there's Air Rec Center. We've been riding in there and just enjoying, really.
Heck yeah, some good indoor parks back at home.
Yeah,
and
there was, for sure.
comparing that, like the tracks in Canada, how have you found this course here in Christchurch Adventure Park?
The course is super fun to ride. It's a little tough on speed in a couple spots, just needing to pedal. So, you know, being in the gym is important for something like this.
Yeah.
Just so you can get those cranks in on the heavy gear ratios we run. And yeah, just having fun. Having fun's the most important part. So, what about you guys? You guys enjoying the show?
Absolutely. You guys are dropping hammers, and it's absolutely a pleasure to watch.
Yeah. Awesome.
I didn't see that can coming out after that tuck right then.
Yeah, that was
But you slipped it in.
Yeah, I slipped it in. That was one I've just been working on for fun. It's like nice and stylish.
And speaking
let's see where
of,
you go in.
Let's see where you landed, Chance. Currently in 5th from run number 1.
Yo,
boom!
Let's go.
36.5. Congratulations,
Thank you,
man. Into that
I'm
top
stoked to
3.
be here. Thank you, guys.
No, we're stoked to have you here. Thank
we
you.
can't wait to see you at some more events on the World Tour this year.
Be in Roto next month here, so that's what I'm here for.
Oh, come
All right.
come ride the Franklin Farm.
We will be seeing Chance at the Maxis Slopestyle coming up first week of March in Rotorua. We still have some riders left. I don't know how much more I can handle. But this is insane.
No, we got more in the tank. We got more in the tank.
I'm
These
ready.
guys got more in the tank, so we've got more in the tank. We have to. Who we got?
This is our 4th place rider, Lucas Hoopert, looking to
Oh, what the?
3 drop,
360 whip.
move up the rankings if possible.
Double tail up over that second jump. Yo, 360 T-bog. Going for something to step down. Bar spin backflip. Come on, Lucas. Lucas is a good dude as well.
Fronty bar.
Fronty bar. Yo.
450 double
bar. Step down into the last money booter. It's up. Twister, AKA 1080 front cork 1080, AKA 720
He's
front
trying
flip.
to take out the cameraman with his bike.
That trick has so many names. It was named the Twister by Nikoli Regatkin. He was the first to do it in the mountain bike world. Ryan Williams was the first on BMX. But if you want to break it down, that's a cash roll with an extra 360. So the cash roll is a front cork 720. That is a that's a front cork 1080, AKA front flip 720.
Oh my goodness. And so he needs a 93.66 to take first off of Caden Ingersoll. Look,
close.
the way that
Be
ended,
close.
this is going to be so tight. We're going to have to stand by for a few minutes while the judges work through this run, and we can see here
Yo.
combos, right? Huge risk factor on these front flip combos. So he's done front flip bar spin, come into this hip,
Double bar 450.
added a second bar spin to that. So he's just layered more and more tricks in.
And then look at that, the front cork 1080. First 1080 we've seen on the course today, and it was the Twister.
And it was so clean. Like, he tagged it a tiny bit, but clean into the run out, well in control. And that's what these judges want to see, is until he's thrown his bike away, he had complete control of it over every single second of that run.
I'm glad he didn't throw it this direction.
Yeah, lucky he threw it at the
So
camera
that
guy,
shows
not
the
at us.
control he's got. He didn't throw it at us. But yeah, Lucas is a good dude. I've ridden a whole bunch around the world with him, and he just always brings the hype. He's the man, and I think this score should put him up there.
And
Come on,
he's
Lucas.
standing by
And it
while
will
he
be
waits for
that
this score.
It'll be that 720 fronty, the Twister, that'll pump him up there, because no one's doing that. No one's
Currently
done
in
that trick
fourth.
yet. Yeah, told
He's
you.
dropped at
Oh, second place.
91.33 into
There you go.
second place.
Sometimes that's all it takes is one big banger at the end with the consistency of landing all your stuff smoothly down the hill.
And that's it. We're going to see if we can grab Lucas for a quick word here. Come on over. Yeah, buddy.
Shot out. Good work.
Had a hard day, I can tell you that.
What?
But it ended up well now. So.
Yeah, well done. And you did it right at the end when it counted.
Love it, love it.
Oh, man. So you had a really good first run. And then what was the motivation? Like, what was going through your head when you had to step it up for this second run here?
I mean, obviously, I'm always aiming for the best, and I knew I had a bit more in the tank. And I didn't thought that I get scored so high, but it was a rough morning. I was feeling sick. It's been an early wake up, and having a 90 score. Yeah, 90 score. Wow.
Huge.
Thank you so much, boys.
There's nothing really that gets rid of a little bit of morning queasiness besides spinning like a top through the air. What can you tell us? You've ridden slopestyle courses all over the world on the World Tour. How does this Christchurch Gold FMB course stack up?
What should I say? I mean, I absolutely love New Zealand. Christchurch is amazing. It's so cool to have new courses on tour. I've been really struggling with the course, but in the end, it didn't seem like it. So I could somehow make it work, but like, big up to everyone involved, and we love having events, and especially here down under, it's the best.
Well done.
Awesome,
you threw it down when it counted. Look, you're in second place.
Love it.
Super stoked for
Congratulations,
you.
and
Well
we'll
done.
see you in Rotorua.
Front cork 1080s, twisters going down. That's what
Here
it's
it is
up.
in the replay again.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Lucas getting in to check out his own replay here in the booth with us.
Shot, Lucas.
What an amazing run. What an amazing guy. It's so cool to see these World Tour athletes just still throwing down with everything they have on this incredible course here at Christchurch Adventure Park.
Yeah, totally. No, it's very neat, very special. I think the most special part, other than these guys being here, is all the locals getting to, get a snippet of what it is to be a rider at this level. And that trick right there that Lucas just threw down, that doesn't get any world class than that. So it's really exciting to see these last few runs and what these guys have got.
Speaking of last runs, we've got, sorry to cut you off there,
no, it's all good.
Jake
We got the man,
Atkinson.
Jake. Oh, look, he's just going for the
Vicky
people. For the people here. He's happy with his run.
That's it. So
Cash
Jake
roll.
said in his interview on the other one.
Maybe not. Triple bar spin 450. Oh, okay, yeah. He's just doing this for the people. This is for all you here in Christchurch, Ōtautahi Christchurch. Jake is definitely a showman. He's always been a showman. And yeah, we're stoked to have you in our country, mate. Yo, to tire tap. That's some skill right there.
Look at him. He's had such a good time. We heard from him earlier. He said, I almost died on that double whip on the step down. I will not be trying that again. And, he's a man of his word. He just did a fun lap to the bottom to come see the rest of the crew. What an incredible show we've had here today. Unbelievable. So Jake knows.
Jake was last.
I believe this was our last rider. So Jake's he's happy with his track because he was in first place after run number 1, and he knew he left it all out there on the course.
Yeah.
So he's just done a fun run victory, bronze medal victory lap to the bottom.
Nice.
And we're gonna get him over here for a quick chat here in a sec when we finish up this replay.
Yeah, boy. Stoked to watch you, mate.
Thank you very much.
Killing it. Cool that you just did a victory lap there.
Alley-oop.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked.
Flare.
And you're
It almost
content
looks
for
like
third.
he's 180
so
into a
content.
backflip.
Well done.
But look at that, almost got to tap. I'm trying to work on my trials.
Your skate park skills.
That's it. Love it.
It's like the flares and those alley-oop flares
Yeah,
you were
they
doing in
feel
your first
unreal.
run, bro. It's like,
It's like it's my favorite thing. But yeah, I'm stoked, man.
well done.
I'm stoked to be on the podium with the boys.
We're stoked to have you in New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be here.
All right, all right.
41.
We're having a good chat here. Jake's watching his insane replay from the bronze medal victory run.
Oh.
Your score's a 41.33. Obviously, you laid it down in run number 1.
Yeah.
Tell us about that first run. Why did you decide to just leave it at that?
I think it's been a crazy week on course. The conditions haven't been very good at all. Today we've been blessed. The weather's been unreal. Insane comp. The boys killed it, and yeah, to share the podium with Hoopy and Caden, I'm more than happy. So yeah, I just enjoy it, man. Second run, have some fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
congratulations. What a sick first run and amazing, hilarious second lap. What's on for you after this?
What's up for me? Well, I'll be heading to Rotorua, so excited for that. And that's why I didn't want to push anymore.
Yeah.
For the sake of 2 spots, I'd rather be fit and healthy for Roto, and hopefully same again.
And that's it. We've got the big show coming up with the Maxis Slopestyle in memory of Magaza at Crankworx Rotorua, March 5th to 9th. That festival's going to be happening. Jake, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
Amazing run. Go enjoy it with the boys, hey?
Hey,
Great work, boys.
We'll see you in the North Island.
Oh, yeah, please.
I ride up
Please
there,
come hang
so
out.
come hang out. See ya.
Wowee, Jed, what an amazing event we had. It was a crazy week. We had wind, we had a challenge. We've had an amazing event this week. Some challenging conditions that meant that all riders went into the final, and man, was it worth seeing. We had great conditions for today, and everyone was able to throw down 2 runs, which made for such an incredible story. All right, we're gonna check in down here at the bottom with Liam Bayless.
Hello.
My Canadian man.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Sir. Thank you. Thank
I don't
you guys.
know
Thank you.
if anyone has told you this yet, but you are the other rider who has secured a wildcard spot.
I have heard, and yeah, I'm so stoked. It hasn't even really sunk in yet. Like, yeah, long time coming. I've been dreaming of this moment since I was probably like 9 years old, watching Joyride and watching Crankworx for years and years. And yeah, it's been a journey, but I'm stoked to arrive here.
Nice, and it's awesome that you guys have this pathway to be able to make it to the pinnacle. Absolutely amazing to watch, and it's good to have you guys in the country, and it's awesome that you made it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, this is such a blessing. I can't believe that it happened. Like, it's still, not real. But I'm just stoked. Everyone, not too big injuries, everyone's safe, majority made it to the bottom, and we're all here and healthy and happy, so.
And that's all we can ask for. So what's going to be on for you for the next little while between now and Crankworx Rotorua?
I definitely won't go home, so I'll stay down here. Probably go down to Queenstown and do some riding and some training, and just get in the best shape I could for Rotorua. I'm stoked.
Amazing work, man, and congratulations again on getting that wildcard spot. We cannot wait to see you at the Maxis Slopestyle in memory of Magaza at Rotorua in a few weeks' time.
Thank you, guys.
Great work.
Shot.
Cheers.
We'll see you in the north.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
All right. Liam Bayless, what an amazing story. Seeing him grow up, watching Joyride happening in Whistler. We're going to pop up to the top and check out, revisit the gold medal winning runs from Caden Ingersoll.
Yo, 360, Barsman down that drop, straight into a cork 720, showing his diversity, able to go into a downside tail whip, and this is where, backflip Barsman tail whip. Just thinking of a different run right here. 360 Barsman to downside tail whip, showing he can go upside down with that combo and in a 360. That was a 360 invert on the jump before, and into a beautiful, what we like to call, to 360 tail whip back, AKA the windshield wiper. My man, showing us how it's done. How'd that feel to nail such an epic run in such perfect fashion?
Oh man, it feels great. I mean, I crashed first run, got a bit like, sketchy out there, and that's always kind of hard to come back from. The pressure was on. It was either, first or last was in my mind. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I actually wanted to do some more, but I just didn't want to crash again. So just kept it clean and consistent, and that's just the name of the game, I feel like, these days, is just getting down clean. And I just wanted to have a lot of fun out there, and I did. This event was awesome. I enjoyed. These are all my favorite people to ride with on the planet. Like, you can't get much better than that.
Sick. All or nothing, I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the dirt jumpers mentality, all or nothing. Yeah. And to think that you have more in the bag, I'm real excited to see what the season has in offer for you.
Yeah, same. Now we have Rotorua, so it's going to be my first diamond event. So this is a good little practice event for that. So I'm excited to show the world what I got.
I'll be there cheering for you.
All right, well, I appreciate that. You're the best.
Man, you're the best.
Heck yeah, Caden, congratulations,
so
man, and we can't wait to see you over at the Maxis Slopestyle in Rotorua.
Sweet.
The
good first
Magaza.
trip to New Zealand. Awesome.
Yeah, sure. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope it's been good to you.
It has.
Nice.
It has. Sweet.
Outstanding, man.
We'll
Thank
see you
so much.
We'll see you on the North Island. Come ride.
All right, let's do it.
Hit us up.
I want to ride your spot.
Yeah, I'm like 40 minutes from Rotorua.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get a session
See you soon.
for sure.
We'll let these boys make their plans for more shredding in the weeks to come. But now we're going to take a look at the final results, the leaderboard here. Our top 8, Dane Fulp, Ben Thompson, Toby Miley, Liam Bayless, Chance Moore, Jake Atkinson, Lucas Hooper, and Caden Ingersoll. So 2 of those riders, Chance and Liam, getting themselves wild card spots, which means they're going to the Maxis Slopestyle at Crankworx Rotorua in memory of Magaza.
Of the man, Kelly McGarry.
Can't say enough good things about Kelly, hey?
He is the one that pretty much brought this whole scene to New Zealand. He's the one that made a name on the big stage in the world.
We're just taking a look at the bottom of the course here where we're getting all set for our podium presentations. One of the best events we've seen this weekend, but they've all been so amazing, from downhill kicking off yesterday through to Pump Track, and now the Gold Cup Slopestyle here at Christchurch Adventure Park. I feel like I've packed in so much action over the last 3 days, so just a big shout out to the New Zealand government for supporting these types of events. Without them, they don't get to happen. We don't get to see, these local riders get to interact with their heroes, some of the best riders in the world, and that's the highlight of these Crankworx Summer Series events, is that you've got the best of the best coming in, rubbing shoulders with the aspiring new talents in all these different areas where these events happen. And Jed, you spend a lot of time investing in the up-and-coming people in the BMX world. What does that mean to a young rider here when they get to experience this?
Even if the kids are coming as a spectator, and then seeing that this level of riding is attainable because they're seeing it in real life. They're not just seeing it in magazines and on videos and on the internet. They're seeing this stuff firsthand, and then also getting to be able to go up to that person, give them a high five, say well done, and have that person be able to respond, shows you that this is actually real life. For me, we had X-Air growing up, and being able to rub shoulders with those dudes showed me it was fully attainable. So yeah, this is what the future is about. These events are super important to towns and the young people's progression and young people's motivation to be the best they can be. I think we're going to come up with prize giving soon. We're going to kick off with the women's prize giving, and then obviously we're going straight into the men's. So,
all right, here we are. We are ready to give away some hardware. Starting off with our women. In 3rd place, we have Shaylin Reno.
Memo. I think we're getting underway with prize giving just in a second here. We may have, oh no, Shaylin's on her way up. I think, there we go. Young Red Bull rider from Germany. No, from Great Britain, sorry.
These aren't correct.
Those are wrong. Right. Natasha won. She was it backwards, isn't it? Yeah, so.
All right, we're just getting things shaken up here a little bit. So in third place, we have Shaylin Reno using her first run to bring her to the third place podium spot. Always repping the cowboy hat. We love Shaylin for that. And then in second, Patricia Druin didn't quite manage to get her full second run, but she's killed it. And your winner, Natasha Miller, comboing those tricks all the way to this gold medal spot. We cannot wait to see more slopestyle runs from all three of these women on the Crankworx World Tour this season. Congratulations to all of them. What were the highlights for you here, Jed, from these women's runs?
Oh, honestly, just seeing women in general at this caliber and being a part of it. You know, it's only been as of the recent years that women have been involved, and I think it's really important, not just for them, but for young girls to aspire to. So for me, it's just the women being here in general and seeing them throw down combos. And they're such lovely women.
And the progression we've seen has been insane. You know, if you build it, they will come, and these women have absolutely delivered. Every single event we saw last season, there was huge progression, and then again, at this gold level event, they've thrown down another one. So they're gonna be primed and they're gonna be ready to go as they shake up this champagne and they douse Natasha as she works out that bottle. You know, she's only 18, she's still figuring out the champagne pop.
She's like, take that, I'll get you back. Oh, don't waste it.
Let's take a quick look at what we saw from Natasha as she gets the champagne out of her eyes.
The combo queen. And the suicide down that step down. That's no joke. That's a big old suicide. She lands perfect and then holds her momentum. And she's coming up. Oh, that's right. She goes for the bar to bar back. Sick. She's got some combos, this girl. Oh, I think she's only young too. She's only 18. So she's got a huge future ahead.
All right, and now we are gonna move on to the men's podium. So in third place, we saw some big smiles and some big laughs from him. We have, from Great Britain, Jake Atkinson. Here he is.
Jake. Yeah, Jake.
What good energy from him. Hey, he's done some psycho stuff in his first run, and he's just so stoked to be here. I can't wait to see the rest of his season.
He's a true British lad.
And in second place, Lucas Hooper stepping it up, securing this second place spot, getting a score into the 90s on his last chance second run.
And he dropped the hammer when it counted in his last run. Absolutely phenomenal riding.
Someone we suspected might do this from the beginning. We have your winner, Caden Ingersoll. 2024 Red Bull Rookie of the Year. He's now on the Crankworx World Tour, and we cannot wait to see. He said he's got more in the tank as we work our way towards the Maxis Slopestyle in memory of Magaza on the first World Tour stop.
Yeah, and I like his philosophy of all or nothing. And it's kind of, that's the mentality that it takes to be on that top spot. You got to send it. Don't hold anything back. Just drop the bombs.
Yeah, I like
Caden's proven it.
I like his little ode to Ricky Bobby there. He said first and last.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love to see, and let's see, they've stitched him up with the champagne.
They're gonna douse him. Oh, they should have doused him.
And that, to me, you know, summarizes this event perfectly. Just the laughter and how stoked
he
these
knows.
guys are.
Caden knows what's up. He knows how that works.
Yeah, not his first rodeo on a podium.
No.
And certainly not his last. So let's take a quick look at what Caden was able to do in his second run to secure this top spot on the podium. And we've got the whole crew up on the podium.
Cool cubes. Oh, I didn't even know how lucky the wind Boy. Leg up. We're going to the bar. Get my helmet.
All right, so we've seen a podium full of Crankworx World Tour athletes. The big story of the day is Liam Bayliss and Toby Miley, who've secured themselves those wildcard spots. So that's gonna mean they've got a ticket to the big show, and they're gonna be moving on to the next World Tour event, the Maxis Slopestyle in memory of Magaza at Crankworx Rotorua, March 5th to 9th. Jed, I mean, what's this gonna mean for these two moving into this season?
Oh, it's humongous. Like we heard from them when we were talking to them. It's a dream come true. And it's amazing that Crankworx Summer Series is helping young people's dreams come true. It's quite a priceless thing to be able to, you know, you dream big so often in life, and then for it to come to fruition and eventuate, it's quite a special feeling. And these two boys' dreams have eventuated and come true. So I'm excited to see them at Rotorua at the slopestyle event there.
And that's it, they've dreamed big, and we can see here, it's not just slopestyle that's coming up at Crankworx Rotorua, it's downhill, it's slalom, it's pump track, so we cannot wait. Thank you everyone out there for joining us on this broadcast. Jed, thank you so much for having me. And again, mega props to the New Zealand government for helping support these types of events, getting Crankworx Summer Series here in Otatahi, Christchurch. And thank you all for tuning in. What an amazing event. Jed.
Thanks, Reese.
Thank
You're
you.
the man. Thank you, Crankworx. Amazing event. Thanks to all the riders for shredding. Well done, Christchurch. You rule.